What's going on, everybody? This is Damien Jaxxyn of the Midnight Drive. Here with me today, I have Jason and Khalil of the band The Bad Actors. How you doing?
Yo, great to
So,
be here. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, no problem, man. Straight out of the UK.
Yeah, man. What time is it for you right now?
It is noon.
Okay, 6 o'clock, 6 in the afternoon for us.
Crazy. You guys will be my, I believe, second band out of the UK.
Okay, okay. Who was the other one? Do we know them?
Never Under.
Never under. Nah, can't say I heard of it, unfortunately.
I forget where they were from. Right. What
That's
what what part of the UK are you guys from?
We are Sheffield,
Yeah.
which is kind of the center of the country. I don't know if you know it.
Is that the center?
Yeah, it's like the north of England,
Oh, okay.
the middle of middle of the UK.
I had to go back and because like I said, right now I don't remember where they were, but they were somewhere like close to London, I remember.
Okay, yeah, that's down south, so different accent, different vibe.
different people.
Different people.
Well, hey, already starting off great. Uh, really do appreciate having you on. Like I said in our email, this month is basically I'm calling for the entire month. It's Black Rockers Month. Basically, anybody who is a black artist or in a band, anything like that, whether you are the drummer, the front man, whatever, want to talk to people. Uh, Jason, sorry.
Shall I go?
No, you could, because I want to have that banter of like how you two got together and stuff. But
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. That's really cool.
yeah, I want to do something because I the fact that this used to mean something for this month, and I
Mm.
feel like the past like decade or so, it's been kind of going on the wayside. And the fact that I do this show every week, I want to find a way to kind of like bring it back and then show people that it like does not that kind of get their shine and also to let people know that in our group in that rock scene of other groups and artists and or whoever that's part of it.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's a good cause, man.
Yeah. So getting into the questions, which I already said it, but how did you two both meet?
Yeah. Should I take this one? Do you want to take this one?
You can take it if you want. I'll
Yeah, go
add
on.
if need be.
So we met in school. So we've known each other for ages. So we met in high school, secondary school, and the story goes. So I wanted to start a band. I was playing guitar already, writing songs, all that kind of stuff. But there were no drummers. So there was the indie people, which was my side, and then there was the metal people, and never the two shall meet. Like we kind of have beef, you know. So there was no drummers in the indie side. So I was already friends with Jay, and I was like, right, okay, I need a drummer. And he was like, okay, watch this. He kind of locked himself in the attic for like 2 months, came back, and he was like, oh, damn, you can play. Like, yeah, cool. And that was it. That's how we started playing together. Yeah, as a band.
Alright. So Jason, you had like no experience in drumming at first, or just like
Nope, not a musical talent in my bone. Family aren't musical. He just walks by me, slams some sticks on the desk, and he's like, "I need you to start playing."
and how long did it take you to just like learn the drums?
I was pretty quick to it. Um,
Yeah,
when would you say we first performed?
I probably did a first gig when we were like 14, but Jay's got one of those annoying talents where he can just pick stuff up like really, really quick, like which is kind of annoying for for regular people.
Yeah,
Useless things though,
Yeah.
nothing of any use.
like he knows how to paint after like 30 minutes.
He's got
Yeah.
like doing Rubik's cubes and stuff like that. Just figuring it out really quick.
I've always wanted to learn how to complete a Rubik's cube. Like still to this day, I know there's people that have like a certain like IQ or brain power. I have never learned.
It's just a memory thing. It's just a list of instructions. If you remember them, you can do it.
Mm. Because I've seen so many videos of people like doing it for like in under 10 seconds. I'm just like, man,
That's that's insane. You could do like a minute, right?
Yeah, about a minute. That's as fast as I can do.
A minute. I think
That's
that's impressive, but
that is impressive to just like to the average person. That is very
yeah,
Not to the Cuba community.
we did a video on our on Instagram where he like had to like finish a Rubik's cube and then like before the drums came back in the song, and he got wrecked because apparently the cube community take that real seriously,
Yeah,
and
it was it was
yeah.
not mixed enough apparently.
They
Yeah,
were like,
there you
no, you got to do 5 of them. You should only do
go.
five. It's
Yeah,
like,
I should be
bro,
juggling them.
yeah,
Yeah.
like juggling, like
Yeah, there's someone that can actually do that. It's very impressive.
that's insane. I know
That's cool.
someone they did like a portrait with like Rubik's cubes. Like they would like mess like do something to it, and then like they made a port. I was like, wow.
Ah, that's kind of sick. That's very sick. That's
Mhm.
very cool.
All right, so you say met each other in sec. So is that like middle school or like high school for you?
High school. So I think we were like 13 or 14. I don't know what that translates to you guys.
For like if it's 13, that would be like middle schoolish, but like 14 and up, that'd be either like you were like you graduated eighth grade going into like freshman year of high school,
Yeah.
or like depending on like when you went to school, because there's certain people who when you leave, like you are like 14, whatever. Um, so yeah,
Okay.
like for
Fair enough.
us, it's like preschool, kindergarten up to at least for me, it was like pre-K up to sixth grade was elementary school,
Mm,
and then seventh, eighth grade was middle school, and then high school was our freshman to senior year.
okay. Ours is a little more simple than that because you have like reception, which is kind of like yeah, nursery, preschool, or whatever,
Mm.
and then primary school until you're about 11, and then 11, 12, you can have high school until you're 16. Uh, and then maybe you go to like college or something till you're like 18, but that's about it.
Yeah. So y'all done with school at 16?
Yeah, I think actually they changed the rule recently. Like, so you used to be able to leave at 16 and that's it. You can do whatever. But now you have to do some kind of education. So you have to like do college or get like an apprenticeship or something. But yeah, you used to be able to leave at 16 and that's it.
Man, I wish I could have left school at 16. Because God, I hated high school so much.
I feel like there's two kinds of people. There's people that like enjoyed it and there's people that actually despised it. Nobody thought it was okay. You either like loved it or just was like, oh God, I hate this.
Yeah, I hated it. Like college life I liked more, especially like university. But
Mm.
high school, I would never want like if I had to choose between like going to jail or going back to high school, like
No, no,
I'm kidding.
surely not.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No,
How bad was your high school, man?
dude. So I actually went. So I went to two different high schools actually, to where my freshman and sophomore year it was predominantly black, which is like
Yeah.
that's kind of how most of my schools were. Then I transferred my junior and senior year to a more diverse school
Mm.
where it was a mix of like white, black, Hispanic, and everything like that.
Yeah.
And it was kind of it was very foreign to me because like mostly like I was the majority in school and actually going back to being the minority, which I'll be honest, it did help me out a lot because it made me understand how we all need each other. Like,
Yeah. No, that's kind of the opposite for me. So in our school, so our town that we went to school in is quite small. So there was like maybe 10 like non-white people. It was like three black people, like maybe a couple of Asian people. Like yeah, but like no. So in my year, there was like, yeah, a couple of black people, but then going to uni, it was great actually because then yeah, I got to be around all those people. So it was amazing in that regard.
yeah. I also think like college is the thing that like shapes you. Like there's people
Mm.
who with like high school and stuff like that, they kind of live with that, like you were saying, like either they love it or they hate it. But I feel like college or uni is where, depending on how long you stay, or even if you just get like a year experience or whatever, you kind of see like, oh, this is how the world really is, type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, man. You just get exposed to so much more.
Yeah. Is that where you kind of got like your musical outlet or from?
Ooh. Um, I think we got different answers to this. So maybe I'll do mine first. You can go, Jay. Um, I think I had quite a musical family. So my dad was like one of the pioneers of kind of UK hip hop in the UK in the 80s.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah. So he was really into the kind of rap scene. And my mum was a singer in a band, like kind of um just like a function band, like wedding music and stuff like that. So I already had like the kind of like music at home. Um, and then but I decided to kind of go more the rock way, I suppose. Um, but yeah, I had all this music, had like kind of hip hop, had like soul music, like rock music. So I was gonna love music for kind of forever. I was guaranteed. But yeah, maybe I don't know, you kind of discovered it a different way.
Yeah, yeah. As I say, my family's not too musical. But I grew up on like Indian rock and stuff, and like just the popular stuff. Clear would always get angry because I'd never buy albums, like just the hits.
Yeah.
But then I suppose I had like my older brother who was like into Eminem and some other rap, and then I've got younger brothers as well. So bit of a mix, really. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's where like the groove comes from, right? Like the like kind of like hip hop and soul and R&B, that and the funk stuff. That's where that kind of comes from, I think.
yeah,
Yeah, I definitely definitely hear it in you guys' music. Like it is like listening to it because I've been listening to it like for the past like month or so.
Hey,
And
thank you.
it it almost gives me vibes of like Red Hot Chili Peppers because
Yeah,
they have that like soul in them because with like like touches of like Jimi Hendrix in there. And
yeah.
I think that's like the lyrics or how you do certain stuff. Um, also seeing because I did a little bit of research. You guys have a certain stage presence when you perform.
Yeah, man. So that's it. So we funky, and then I guess most people are listening to this, so you haven't seen us. We wear orange suits, so that's our thing. We have these like bright orange suits every time you see us on stage or whatever. And the whole thing is we're gonna just try and give you like the high energy, like kind of electric thing. I got like a wireless guitar, so I'll be in the crowd. We'll be playing games and stuff. We'll be jumping around, and I feel like yeah, we're just trying to give like the highest energy performance we can. Um, I don't think it's kind of always been like that for us. We've always been trying to like kind of do something a bit fun, a bit different.
That's really cool that like you just out in the crowd rocking out with people like that. That is a very like hands-on experience for a lot of people because especially if you're going in the crowd like that, nobody can really say like they were like jamming out with the guitar.
Yeah. No, I think like like these like especially like to how it is now for live music, it's hard, right? Like the music
Yeah.
industry is hard. So if somebody's gonna take the time to like come to a gig, whether it's free or whether they have to buy a ticket, I'm gonna try and give them that the best show I can. So we can get in the crowd, we'll be like shaking hands, fist bumping, we'll be rocking out. Maybe try and get them involved a little bit. Yeah, absolutely, man. And then it's memorable. You'd be like, oh, we saw this band. They were in orange. Like we chat to the singer, chat to the drummer. That's the goal, I think. Anyway,
Yeah,
it's the
that's
goal.
honestly how music should be. It's like you said, mute like going to see somebody live is expensive.
Mm,
Whether it be well on the larger scale is expensive.
yeah.
For like I've been to local shows where I'm at here. It can be like $5 up to $30 depending on who they have. I live in a college town, so we do get some like big name celebrities. Like we had like I don't know if you know Soldier Boy. We've had him here.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
That's sick.
yeah, we've had him here. We've had it's a rap group called them Franchise Boys. They've been here. JID, not JID,
Yeah.
damn it, now I can't think of the name now. And they're one of like my favorites and it's Earth Gang. They came here.
Okay.
Hannibal Burris and a bunch of different which did not know Hannibal Burris is like a DJ.
The comedian or the is
Yeah.
the yeah, that's sick.
Yeah,
That's
he's a
cool.
comedian, but now he's a DJ. And I'm just like, what?
Okay. He's on the or he used to be on the Eric Andres show, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, that he's hilarious, man.
Yeah, he looks
That's
like completely different now. He's got dreads.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always thought he was bald.
No, so he he would like have it short. It'd just be like
Okay,
I don't know
okay,
if it's
okay.
called like a buzz cut or something. Like he
Yeah,
had
yeah.
some hair, but now he's like grown it out because he was like doing a mohawk for a bit, and then yeah, now he's got dreads.
Sick. I need to check this out. I need to check out Hannibal DJing.
Uh, yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, like you was like going back to the original thing, yeah, going to see somebody. And you never know what you're gonna get because I know there's some people who they are just very structured and what they're gonna do, they just give you just like whatever. But then there are
Mm.
artists and bands and stuff like that who they will put on a huge show. Like last year I went and saw Tyler the Creator. He was
Okay.
my first major concert and it was a spectacle. Like it was
Mm.
like you were saying, like he was in the crowd, he was doing stuff. Like you could look it up like on the stuff he was doing in like different towns to where it was worth the money. And trust me,
Yeah,
the ticket was pricey. It's not like it wasn't Taylor Swift pricey because I wasn't,
yeah. Yeah.
but it was worth the money that I paid. And so the fact that you're saying that you like if somebody's in the crowd and they're there and you're on
Yeah.
stage, you are giving them that moment, and that is beautiful.
There you go. Thank you, man. And yeah, maybe just like one more point on that. Like we were talking yesterday, Jay and I, we're saying like talk about AI and all that kind of stuff. And like people are worried that AI is gonna like, take away from art and stuff. And I'm sure in some ways it is, but one thing you can never take away is that like genuine connection, right? Like
You know,
if you see Tyler the Creator and he's going wild and he's giving you like some amazing moment, you're gonna remember that forever. If you like listen to a playlist and it's just AI music, that's just gonna you're just gonna forget that like 5 minutes later. So that's yeah, that's what I think artists need to do. Just like give like the best they can.
yeah, I don't think AI is gonna take anything. Like it's gonna do like a lot of things to where it'll be around for a bit, but then
Mm,
once I kind of feel the same way about AI like I did with like the trap music era and stuff to where yeah, it's around, people like it or whatever, but at a certain point it's gonna do the 180 of people wanting to hear real lyrics
real
and
stuff.
wanting to
Yeah.
see real people. Because I think that's where it is now to where you can't go to an AI concert.
No.
You know, like
Yeah.
the only I think the only person who could probably get away with it is like gorillas because they'll have like the screen and stuff, but it's still a band. You know, you
Yeah.
couldn't do that with AI, just have something on the screen. That's a movie, not a concert.
Yeah. 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 I agree completely. Like we're not gonna have that. I think it's funny how people like kind of treat it differently. Like I don't use AI too much like in my not like day-to-day life, but Jay, you're like properly you're 100%. Your chat GPT is your best your best friend, right?
Yeah, yeah. As soon as I get
Throwing
out
them
of
under
bed,
the
what do I
bus.
do? No, I do a lot of work with computers, so it's very helpful with like programming and stuff. It's what it's made for, really. But
Yeah,
hopefully, it won't take over too many things.
you know. Like AI is very much a helpful tool, but the fact that people just abuse it is the problem.
Hmm.
Like I am very much on the side of like the advancement of technology has superseded what humans can handle because instead of it being like a tool to where like I've seen stuff where it's like, oh, AI should be washing my dishes and just doing that, blah blah blah. Which that's what we've all grown up watching on movies and stuff, where it's a robot or something washing dishes
Mm,
and folding clothes and stuff like that. Instead, it's helping somebody doing their homework or doing crazy stuff like that. It's like it shouldn't be that.
yeah. You know, what? I was thinking about this actually because I was like listening to people like, talking about productivity and stuff like that and saying you should try and remove all of those little tasks from your life, blah, blah, blah. But I actually think as a creative person, like let's say I'm trying to write a song, yeah, and I'm like, try and got writer's block. Sometimes if I go downstairs and I like, do the laundry or just, go for a walk to the shop to buy milk or whatever, that's amazing because then you need that like that kind of mundane task sometimes just to like switch it up and I don't know, just kind of free your mind for the writer's block.
I agree with that. All
Next
right.
time you have writer's block, come round to mine.
Just
I've got some tasks for you.
Gonna make you vacuum.
yeah.
Um, what made you want to start a band?
Mm. Um, yeah, I guess we kind of touched on it a little bit, like having like the musical uh kind of background, but I think I always wanted to like be on stage or just be like performing in some way. It just kind of comes kind of natural. But then also like I guess inspired by like we said, we grew up in very close to Sheffield. One of the big bands just around the time that we were in secondary school was Arctic Monkeys. They were just
Mm.
you guys probably in the States probably hadn't quite heard of them yet because they were still very yeah, they were just coming up. And like these guys, so I was never really into like the kind of like, I don't know, Jimmy Page, the crazy guitar solo things. But the idea that it was just like these like seem like really normal people and they're just like, playing music and the songs seem very, I don't know, accessible and relatable. And I was like, oh, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's kind of just be loud and fast and and yeah. And then I think as it went forward, then that's when some of like the other influences started to come through. I don't know if you, yeah, Jay, you got any other thoughts?
I just wanted to be appealing for the ladies. That's what it was all about. No, no, no. I've always enjoyed music, and like Khalil's very extroverted, so I'm sure he enjoys being on stage and like performing for people. I'm quite introverted, which is why it helps being at the back on the drums. But I do enjoy live performances and just seeing other people enjoy it. Like it's always a really good feeling.
Is the best. Is the best.
Yeah. And what year around it? Because you said you brought up Arctic Monkeys. I do know of Arctic Monkeys.
Yeah.
Literally like my best friend named his daughter after like one of their songs, Arabella.
Okay. That's cool actually.
It's a
That's
good
cool.
name, to be fair.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
cool. So I think, yeah, I think 2006, their first album, Whatever People Say I Am, That's What I'm Not, came out. And I remember being in my kitchen with my little brother and that just like playing on CD and me being like, not even having a guitar yet, but just being like, wow, this
Mm.
is great. I remember it being on the radio on the way to school. It just seemed like it was like everywhere. Um, yeah. And then I was like, right, I need a guitar for my birthday. And
Yeah.
spent ages convincing the parents, and the rest is history.
How long did it take him to get you a guitar?
um, well, I think I'd already like we already had a drum kit in the house, so I think when I was like 4, we already playing drums, but I probably gave it up. Like when you're little and you just like want to try things. Um, probably like a year, probably like a year.
Mm.
But yeah, they succumbed, right?
It was like it was like a birthday gift or a Christmas gift.
Exactly. It's one of those. And then they must have been really annoyed because I did that thing where you kind of play it for a bit. And then you just kind of, I was like, I can't do this anymore. I don't want to do this.
Mm.
And it wasn't really until like a few years later that I actually picked it up and started taking it seriously. So if I'd have been my mum, I'd have been like, what, you mean what? We got you this guitar and you just
They
didn't
spent
use it.
spent all this money on the guitar and stuff, and
There you
you
go.
use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. I think that's just what we do. It's like we want it so bad, and then it's just like, all right, we got it. It's cool, but then it just sits. I remember doing that to my mom so much, like asking for certain stuff, and then like,
Yeah. Yeah. Nah. My mum was good though. She's very trying to make sure that got to try new things and which is cool. Yeah, it was good to find something that actually eventually I was like, I know this is important. I want to keep doing this.
um, what have been some of like the highs and lows of being a band?
Mm. Um, I think one of the highlights. So yeah, Jay mentioned live gigs and like kind of just playing live. Definitely a highlight. One of the cool ones that we had is Huey Morgan from Fun Loving Criminals.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we did a gig. He brought us on tour for a couple of shows last year, so last summer, and that was kind of mad. We got to meet Huey. We got to play some gigs with him, which was kind of crazy. I think all the live stuff is the best because that's where we had the most fun. Jay, what's highlight?
Best thing for me was we played our first festival. So I normally enjoy like the smaller gigs, I think, but this festival was one of the best experiences, I think.
Is that the one with the Alfie in the suit?
Yes, yeah, of course.
Oh, Phoenix. What?
We had a fan turn up in an orange suit, same as us,
Oh,
like just to
Yeah,
see us.
out of nowhere, this guy, like, because you don't usually see men in full orange suits, but this kid turned up and he had full suit. He's great.
that's awesome. So he just
Yeah, yeah,
straight up was like, I'm a part of this.
yeah, exactly, exactly.
That's cool.
Uh, Low lights or the lows. I think so. For me, one of the hard things is social media. It's so important. It's so important as a band, as an artist, as any like kind of creator. And it can be amazing, right? I mean, we're talking now because you saw us on social media, so it just shows how powerful it can be. But oh God, it's a slog, man. And you just posting, and then you're like, oh, this is going to do amazing. And then all of a sudden, you get like, half or less of what you're expecting. And then,
Hmm.
oh, what's going wrong? And then you go back and you try and look at the analytics and you feel like you figured it out. And then that can be annoying sometimes for sure.
I definitely feel you, man. Like outside of this, I DJ and I have a page, and I'm just like,
Hmm.
putting out all this stuff, and you're like, oh man, I'm thinking I'm doing the right thing, staying
Hmm.
consistent, and just getting like just a couple views here and there, and just like, why am I doing this?
Yeah. I
And
think
then,
it's, yeah, sorry, Carl.
no, but I was gonna say, then with like certain social media stuff, like TikTok stuff, where it was more people going over there, but then with them being owned by the US, things have been changing. So it's like
Oh,
it's just too
okay.
much stuff going on. And then even like with Instagram and different stuff, it's just like, they'll try to be a part in the algorithm and all that stuff. It's like it's so hard. Like you were saying,
Yeah.
it literally is a slog. Like it's just like, what am I doing this for?
Yeah. I mean, when it does work, like, and when you get something that goes well, it is amazing. But yeah, it's like so the highest high is never as good as the lowest low. I feel like with this social
True.
media,
Uh, what's
gambling
been
in that way.
what's been your highest video?
We did one. We actually have been doing pretty good recently. So we had one maybe a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and it was basically a video. The caption was like something like people compare us to the White Stripes because the White Stripes also have like the two man
Yeah, the
band thing.
white and red.
Exactly. So yeah, it was just we were in a car park and we kind of walked through and we start playing the song 20 seconds, but it blew up, man. So like yeah, on Instagram it got like 2.5 million views, and then TikTok was like similar, and Facebook and everything. And that was really cool because it gives us a massive boost to our Spotify and all that stuff. And it kind of it's nice to have those like kicks that just inspire you forward, like just give you a little bit like, okay, we're doing something right. At least.
Man. And I'll be honest, like that's kind of how, like, go just literally just scrolling through Instagram, and I saw you guys with the
Mm.
orange and white, and I literally thought, like you said, like the White Stripes. It's the one singer, guitarist, and drummer. But
Yeah.
then listening to your music, I'm just like, man, this is so good. Like
Ah,
I love discovering music that way than just going through Spotify, whatever like that, or just
yeah.
hearing what's on. Like I'd rather go through that and then be able to play you guys on the radio than just finding something just on the radio.
Okay. That's amazing, man. But I think that's related to what we were just saying about the whole AI thing, right? Like
Mm,
if you see someone on Instagram, you've got like okay, I see what this band's about. I can see their story a little bit, like what goes into it, rather than just like, this song's cool.
oh
You
yeah.
get a bit more behind. Yeah.
All right, this question is just gonna be for you, for Khalil.
Okay.
Not trying to keep you out, Jay. All right, as being a black man,
Mm,
especially being in rock, did you ever
mm.
get any like flack or pushback from anybody? Or, you know, I know with me growing up, me listening to rock music, I definitely got like teased and stuff from my own people. Has that ever happened to you?
So thankfully, not recently. The one memory that sticks in mind is I had some cousins, and I remember that so they were like kind of into the UK grime like hip hop
Mm,
thing back in the day, um, which I also like, by the way. I'm not just into like one genre. But I remember saying, I've got a guitar, and they were like just kind of making jokes like, you know, do you smash it up after every time you play it, you know, blah 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 blah. And like I tried to let it roll off, but I'm sure at the time when you're young, it was a bit. That's the memory that kind of sticks in mind. But yeah, I mean, you get people that like just kind of expect you to be like Jimi Hendrix, which I don't know. It's just a
Mm.
stereotype, I suppose. But yeah, thankfully, most people, at least where I'm hanging out at the moment, are very like more open. And I actually see quite a lot of like black artists, which is cool. Yeah, you just get the comparisons like Lenny Kravitz, Jimi Hendrix, Kelly from Block Party. There's- yeah, yeah, exactly. And it doesn't really matter. I mean, maybe I sound a bit like all of those guys, maybe I don't, but yeah, it's funny. It's funny, man.
Yeah, I always want to know because I know how my experience was growing up. Like I got a lot of my rock influence from my dad. You know, he got
Mm,
me into rock music. And growing up where like I'm from Chicago. And so I lived where I lived at it was more like hip hop, R&B, the neo soul stuff. And growing up, kids in my school, they hear me listening to rock music, which I do still love hip hop. Not as much now with the modern stuff. I still like
mm,
more of the older 2000s, 90s stuff like that. Some 2010 stuff like in there, but I still like it, but I just don't listen to a lot of it more than I do rock music. Yeah,
yeah.
I used to I had a stereo in my room. I had one station and it stayed on it. It was Q101. It was the rock and alternative station.
Yeah,
Listen to it day like I would fall asleep listening to it.
that's amazing. I remember you used to love Kerrang. But this is the thing as well, man. Like rock music is black music. Like it came
Yeah.
from blues and rock and roll and all that stuff. Like so, I feel like I feel like everybody should be able to listen to whatever they want. Like, come
But
on.
see my thing, and I agree with you with that. Like it is our music, but
Mm,
I honestly do feel like depending on where you came from, people don't want to hear it. They see you doing one thing and it's like it's off kilter. It's you trying to be whatever, you know.
mm,
And when you come from a place where, it's mostly known for hip hop, R&B, or even like Chicago's known for house music, even though a lot of people now don't really listen to like house music where I'm from. It's more of like the Chicago trap music and stuff that
mhm.
they try to push. I don't really like that because I'm like, I know that like I know somewhat of the history of music and we started it, like with rock, grunge and all the different stuff. We came first with it and then it got branched out to where it was more white faced. And I know that sounds weird saying out loud, but I wish there were. I know now it's more people who gonna go more to like listening to everything,
Mm,
but I just hate the fact that like me and other people around that time had to walk for
yeah,
everybody else to run now because I
yeah.
wish it could have been like the thing of people just listening to whatever they want to, but it wasn't like. But I feel like that's for anything. Like
Mm,
I have black friends who are in the anime and stuff, and growing
okay.
up, they got ridiculed and shunned for liking it because it was weird and stuff. Now everybody talks about Naruto and One
Yeah.
Piece, blah blah blah. So it's just that weird thing because it's just from when we grew up, it was kind of being like you were out of the status quo
Mm,
to now we just everybody can like whatever.
absolutely. And you know what I think is a big influence in that change is probably streaming, right? So
Mhm.
like Spotify gets a bad rap and whatever. But if you've got playlists and on your playlist you go from having like Jay-Z to having I don't know Nirvana to having ASAP Rocky to having like Aretha Franklin to Taylor Swift, like then if that's like just coming at you, then you're like, oh yeah, I can appreciate that. And then I think that opens the door, like you said, for people to be, able to listen to whatever.
Yeah. Also, I think when you kind of like get older and are able to explore more,
Mm,
your stuff changes. I think that's a big
absolutely.
thing too. Um, what bands kind of inspire you in your writing process?
Okay. Go on, Jay. You go first. I'll have a think.
Um, yeah, just as we said, all the big indie ones we grew up with Arctic Monkeys, the Strokes, the Hives, obviously. Um, rockier stuff like Foo Fighters, big Queens of the Stone Age fan.
Mm,
Yeah. So there's all those kind of stuff, all those kind of bands. But then I think um Sly and the Family Stone is like pretty cool in terms of like the funk stuff. They're also one of the pioneers of having that kind of interracial band thing as well, which is quite
yeah.
cool. Living Color, you could probably hear that in a lot of our like songs, that kind of like funky thing. Even like James Brown and that kind of thing coming into it. I'm a big fan of the Police. I think like yeah, which is kind of a random one, but I think some of those like melodies and chords and stuff are really cool, quite punky music. So yeah, definitely a diverse range. Some of the kind of classic, like you expect us to say Block Party and Arctic Monkeys and stuff like that, and the Hives, but maybe you don't expect some of the other ones which kind of creep in.
I mean, the fact that you brought up the Police, it was something that I listened to, and it did give off that kind of vibe. I couldn't think of like what it was, but yeah, like the Police are one of those bands that people don't give their respect to, but like
Yeah.
they were really good.
No, they were really good. They're really good, and I think they did a really cool like the genre blend is interesting, but I think that especially some of the punky stuff and the drumming is like insane.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I think that creeps in. That's more of like a recent in like the last uh kind of few years. I think one that we didn't mention as well important is like Rage Against the Machine.
Mhm.
Um, that was it. When I was like 15 years old or 16 or whatever, I just wanted to play guitar like Tom Morello. I remember. So this is maybe a little bit too technical. So Tom Morello has this thing called a kill switch in his guitar where he can basically like turn off the sound like quickly. And I was there in our it's called design technology. So it's like the shop class, I guess you probably call it. And I was drilling into my guitar and trying to wire a switch. And it probably worked for like the first 10 days. And then after that, it's completely broken. But yeah, we're definitely trying to do all that Tom Morello stuff.
Oh no, dude, I definitely know what you're talking about. Like, I wish I tried to get into playing the guitar because I got into like Guitar Hero.
Mm.
I can't now I can't think of which one I had, but it was like the guitar battle with like you versus Tom Morello, and it's that like,
Yeah.
oh my God, how like I wish I knew how to do, and I know it's probably just like however he has like the stuff tuned on his guitar and then whatever
Mm.
pedal that he's using, but it just sounds so cool. Like
Yeah.
it's like the same thing for me with Smashing Pumpkins and stuff like that, where
Okay.
it just like how do y'all do this?
What's really cool about bands like that is like I think a lot of that music like you really like when you're a bit younger, maybe in your teenage years, and then maybe you get a bit older and you start like experimenting with other stuff. But like to come back after that and then um maybe like it's loud and stuff, which is amazing, but then also you're like, oh my god, these musicians are just incredible.
Yeah.
Like just to appreciate musically. Maybe you didn't. I mean, obviously I knew they were great musicians back in the day, but like now to just like be like, wow, this is just so well put together or whatever. It's very cool.
Yeah, because like you said, when you're growing up, it's just you just know the music. But then
Mm,
when you get older, you kind of like separate it where it's just like, oh, the guitar section, and then you're hearing the drums more, and you do just all like the composition of the music. It's just
exactly.
like it is perfectly put together. And I think for me, like I still love a great guitar solo. Like
Okay.
it's the Tom Morellos, it's the Jack Whites because that dude,
Yeah,
it like
you can play.
the fact that I'll be honest, do you remember like verses when they were doing that with like the rappers and stuff? I want a verses where it's Jack White versus Tom Morello, just guitar.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
my God,
that would be so cool.
yes, because
Yeah,
my
that
God, the way they just play guitar is so crazy.
yeah, man. Like Jack White's like a bit of a legend, or not even a bit of. He's a full legend. Like he's
Yeah,
in so many projects. I like those guys where they like kind of always sound like themselves. Like the music can be different, but like if they're in it, you can tell like that's Jack White playing. Or like if Tom Morello is in, just joins a band and starts playing guitar, you like that's Tom Morello in that band.
Yeah,
I really like
that's
that.
like Travis Barker right now because it's like no matter where, no matter what band it is, like you can still know it's him playing the
Yeah,
drum.
there you go. I love
Uh,
that signature that people develop.
yeah, I think Jack White had like 5 or 6 bands or something. Because I remember, I think it was like a Lollapalooza or like a Warped Tour or something, to where
Mm.
it was like the White Stripes, the Jack White Experience, the Rancateurs, uh,
Yeah.
the Dead Weather. I'm just like, is this is just his concert at this point?
Yeah.
Like he's in all of those bands. He's just like, all right, I'm gonna take a half hour real quick. I need to go like catch my breath and drink some water and go change into a different outfit, and I'll be back.
It's very cool. He's doing a lot as well. Like there's the whole Third Man Records that he
Yeah,
has. One of my favorite live albums at the moment is The Hives live at Third Man. So like live at Jack White's studio. And that's really cool. That's yeah, if you haven't checked it out, it's like only about 30 minutes long, but it's
I'm
a
gonna have to
good,
check
good
that
live
out.
album. Yeah,
I saw something where he's doing like it's like a vinyl record
yeah.
service. I saw
Yeah, that maybe that's it. I think that's it. Yeah.
where he's just like, if you got to sign up, you like it's only for like that week, and then it's something different afterwards. So I'm just like, that that'd be cool, especially like if he's like hand picking all this stuff.
Yeah,
It'd probably be
definitely.
some like very interesting music.
Yeah. He's got a cool talent as well. Like I
Yeah.
don't want this to turn into like a Jack White appreciation, but he's got like have you seen that video where he can name any Beatles song in like less than a second or something? Like you just play
I
like a
have
second.
not seen that. I
That's
did not.
quite cool. It's very cool. We did a video like that, didn't we? We did a video like that with the Arctic Monkey songs. I did pretty
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
I did all right.
You did actually. Yeah.
I did okay.
That's impressive. You just know the catalog like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's either impressive or you just spend a lot of time listening to the same songs.
Yeah. Well, I never understand why the Beatles get like hate because I'm like their music is really good.
Yeah,
I know it was a thing of they took a lot of like black music and stuff, but I'm like I still like the music that they made,
yeah,
especially like when they were doing more of like the experimental stuff when they weren't just like the clean cut boys.
yeah. No, absolutely. I think a lot of people at that time were doing that, whether that makes it right or wrong.
Yeah.
Um, but I think the thing that I like about the Beatles is they're very like open about it. Like Paul McCartney, John Lennon, they were saying like, "Oh, we wanted to, sound like a blues band or like an
Yeah.
R&B band or whatever." Which like you can't fault someone for that. I suppose yeah. And the music's just amazing. Like, like
Yeah.
the Beatles are amazing.
Yeah, like they were trying to tap into like that Motown sound. Like
Exactly.
that's what the Rolling Stones did. But it was a thing of they wanted to come over to the United States, go to Detroit to be a part of the Motown, but they never got to. The Rolling Stones did. That's which is
Yeah.
why, their sound is like very unique, where it's that rock, but also like got that has that soul in it. Where, the Beatles, it I'm not gonna say it was like stagnant. Like they definitely still had that different sound, but they
Mm.
never got to reach, that Motown sound or like the level that they wanted to.
Yeah. That's fair. I was reading whose book was it? I think it might be Buddy Guy, the blues guy,
Mhm.
Buddy Guy. And he talks about the Rolling Stones like really helping him out like in that time actually. I kept on getting some good gigs and stuff, which is quite cool. They kind of
And
paid homage to their like influences.
yeah, that's what music should be. Like if if you're taking something from something, at least bring back to
Mm,
what you took.
mm. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Um, when you're not rocking out, what are you doing in your free time?
Oh. Probably scrolling through Instagram, like checking numbers. Nah. What am I doing? I hang out with my sorry fiance.
Oh,
Um,
congratulations.
yeah, thank you. So yeah, we'll be chilling together. Um, it's a good question actually. I spend a lot of time. This takes up a lot of time. Yeah, so probably hanging out with her, hanging out with friends. Um, yeah, I'm a bit of a social guy, so hanging out with friends, hanging out with her most of the time. Going to the gym as well.
Jay, when you're not rocking out, what you doing in your free time?
Um, a lot more nerdier, I'd say. Just computer stuff. I play a lot of chess, online chess.
Hey, I'm a big chess fan. Like, how good are you at chess?
About 15, 1600
Oh,
bullet.
I'm
Is
at the
that
play. So,
is that good? Come on, for the
Yeah, yeah.
non-chess people, help us out here. That's
It's
good,
all
right?
right. It's
It's
all
all
right.
right.
it's
It's respectable.
he could hold its own, but it's not like grandmaster level.
Okay. Okay.
Do you have a rating?
I haven't played chess in so long. I used so my senior year I actually was on like the chess team because of my plant science teacher, which I think this says something about me or anything is like I've never really like I played some sports, but I'm a pretty big dude. I'm 6'5". When I was in high school, I was like 240, 250. Everybody was like, "You need to play football. You need to do this, blah blah blah." And I never really wanted to. Like I tried out, and then I got hurt, and my mom was like, "No more." I did mathletes my freshman year, which because I was a big fan of math, and then chess. I never really wanted to play. I still had that mindset of like it was for nerds, whatever, blah blah blah.
Mm,
But my plant science teacher, he was just like, "Hey, come check it out. You know, if you come, you'll learn something new. See if you like it. If you don't, that's completely fine." And I think that's just me. Like what I like is nobody forcing me into something. And I feel
yeah.
like just as a teenager, that's what it should be anyway, instead of just being like, you need to do this type of thing. But yeah, I went by, played a couple times. I got on the team. I think I had like one win because like I said, because I'm still new to this. I got it's
Yeah.
people who've been playing this for don't know how long, and
Chess
then
kids.
whenever whenever we had meets and stuff, like I got close to winning other ones, but I know this one I definitely won for sure in the most weirdest way. Like I wish I still had the picture of like how I did this checkmate because it was so crazy.
That's quite cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool. I did actually. I was in a random society. I was in a poker sock, so poker society, which is kind of crazy. We were like playing poker. We went to the casino and stuff. Yeah, it's a bit of a
At
random
what
one.
age?
Yeah, yeah. You're like 19, 20.
Oh, okay. I was like, I thought you got like 16.
See, that'd be amazing. No, 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 no. Yeah, I guess random little hobbies like that. It's
So
quite cool.
did you get, good at poker? Like could you go down and like win some money?
Yeah, I would say better than average.
You got some trophies, haven't you?
I got a little trophy in my room. Nothing too crazy. Not like a World Series of poker or anything.
That's honestly really cool. That was a question later on, but shit, the fact that you know how to play some poker. Have you been in like tournaments and stuff?
Um, yeah, a few online and then like a few like live, but I kind of stopped playing after uni. You know
Yeah.
what it is? Actually, it was distracting me from the music, right? So I went to uni, and I was like playing a lot at uni, and it was great. It was good fun. And then at some point, I was like, this is. I want to play guitar. I want to go back to playing guitar and making music, and that's what I love. So I feel like I'm very much the kind of person that like if I'm into something, that's it. I'm like all in. I'm going to be spending my time thinking about it. If I'm not doing it, then I'm going to be thinking about it. So I was like, I can't do both. I have to I have to be playing music now.
Yeah. So do you guys just do music full time or like work and then do stuff like just are you guys at a place where just music full time and can make some decent money?
No, not yet, not yet.
Uh,
Few more viral videos maybe. No, but yeah. So we both work, but I think it's quite cool. We still get to do it a lot of the time. We're still gigging like loads. We're still meeting up, rehearsing quite a bit. But yeah, that's the dream, man. That's the dream. Is we kind of get to the point where we can do it a lot, and yeah,
yeah. Well, I definitely hope soon you guys can make it to where just music full time can make enough money from gigs to where you don't have to
yeah.
work anymore to just make music as the full time job.
Thank you, man. You know what? We're trying to well, we're not trying to, we're thinking about it. Is we realized we actually got quite a few fans in the States. So
Mm,
hopefully in the next, not it probably it's not definitely not gonna be this year, maybe not even next year. We're trying to put together a US tour.
hell yeah.
So yeah, we're trying to do that. We've got a few people that we can like chat to about it. We just have to think it's a big country, so where do we go?
Yeah. Yeah, I've established from like two other people to where like the UK. So I did an interview with, like I said, the band Never Under in the UK, and then it was another band out of Italy, and we
Okay.
talked about how big the US is compared to like both, and to where like like this different states here are like
Mm.
bigger than most parts of like the UK.
Yeah, it's true. So, yeah, I mean, the city that we live in is like maybe a million people, but like, I mean, the whole of the UK, yeah, the whole of the UK is like what, like 45, 50 million people, so not that many.
Yeah,
Like a tenth of the America.
I think Chicago by itself, they said it's like 3 to 4 million people.
Okay, okay, yeah. I guess you're more spread out in America. You got more room.
I get, or yes and no, because like depending on what state, it's very
Mm.
like like the major cities are smaller because of all the housing and stuff like that. And then you have like the rural areas where it's more like spread out, it's more grassland, stuff like that. So it just depends. I could definitely say.
So I was just thinking, I think I've actually been to Chicago once. Yeah, it was like this is the story. You talk about the whole like Black History Month as well. So
Mm,
my uncle lives in at the time he lived in San Francisco. I think he lives in San Diego now. But we had like a flight from London to it was either Chicago or Texas. One of them might have gone through Chicago, and then maybe the way back went through Texas.
mm,
And we got to Texas, and I was only 16 at the time, but I got like put in a room by the TSA.
mm,
I guess because of my name, Khalil, it's an Arabic name.
mm.
So they put me in the room. They were grilling me for a bit, and they were like, "Where are you staying?" Uh, and I didn't know I was 16. I have no idea. Like, what's the address? I have no idea. So my dad's there answering for me. And the dude's like, no, we're not asking you, we're asking him, like pointing at me. That's kind of crazy. We missed the flight. So that was my first introduction to America. I actually really like America, but there you go. That was my first introduction.
Welcome to America. It's gotten crazier than this day.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's
Hmm.
crazy everywhere.
Yeah, it definitely feels like it. Who knew when we were growing up the world would get this crazy?
Mm, absolutely, man.
Uh, did you enjoy Texas after?
uh, I mean, I was in the airport for like 4 hours. It seemed
Uh,
nice. I would have liked to have gone outside, but it was hot. I think I remember it being hot.
oh, you must have went in like the summer or
Yeah, it
something.
was August, I think.
Oh yeah, so that it was probably like 110 outside.
Exactly. It was hot.
Yeah, it gets crazy hot. Like Texas is one of those states to where they are known for being very hot.
Right, okay. Okay.
It's like them, Arizona, all that like Southwest America it's crazy.
Okay. We'd like to go to Nashville actually in Tennessee at some point. For the music lover thing, obviously.
Yeah, I hear that a lot with people that they want to go to Nashville, which is cool. Like I'm glad that Nashville is getting known more of like the music stuff. I know they're more like country, but I know they're doing like a lot of rock too.
Mm.
Because I
Are
believe that
there what's Chicago like for music? Apart from, obviously like, classically, but now.
now, like I said, it's a lot more of like the trap music. That we got so it's like the trap music, or we got like the kind of what we call like backpacker, like rap, like backpack rap, which would be like Chance the Rapper, Vic Mensa,
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
stuff like that. Um, it's still somewhat of like a house vibe in Chicago, which I wish it was bigger, considering the fact that we were like supposed like we are like the main stage of house, like us in Detroit. Um, I don't know it's very weird. I know where I live now. I live like 2 hours away from Chicago now. I live in Central Illinois, where
Mm.
out here it's a lot more EDM, like techno music and stuff, which
Yeah.
is cool. Um, I got into like EDM like a couple years ago. I wasn't like a huge fan of it, like well, like Skrillex and stuff came out, but then
Yeah,
hearing other people, I was like, okay, like electronic music is like pretty cool. Um, it is it's a lot more of that. There's a small like rock scene here. I'm trying to get it to where it's like a lot more bands and stuff.
it's cool. That's cool, man. Okay.
How is it out there?
Yeah. I would Jay, do you think when we've played in different cities, do you think there's like much of a difference in the bands between cities that you've seen?
I've never noticed any difference now.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just the kind of lineups that we like find ourselves on. But like
Hmm.
down south, in like if you go to Brighton, which is like on the coast, there's like quite a lot of like. I think the okay. This is my thing. This is my hot take. The further down the country you go, the more likely you are to find an indie band with a keyboard or a trumpet or some kind of horns or even a violin or something. I think if you that's my hot take. If you're like further up north, it's going to be more straight ahead, guitar, bass, drums. But maybe if you go down south, you're going to find like a
Less technology up north.
yeah. That's it. We have to do yeah, we have lights off at 6.
Less, less
No,
sense.
yeah, exactly. No, I mean, I guess like yeah, and then all the big cities you've got like so you used to have grime music like mainly in London, but now like even if you go to like a Manchester, a Nottingham, a Birmingham, you've got like a grime scene there as well, which is cool, or kind of a drill scene. Even in Sheffield, there's like a hip hop drill scene as well. So yeah, I think maybe because it's a small country, maybe we're kind of a bit more spread out. I don't think there's like a specific like this is a London sound or this is a Liverpool sound or whatever, apart from the person's accent, which could be massively different, even if you drive an hour.
Yeah, that's kind of the same here. Drill, yeah, drill. We got that here too. I know UK drill or Chicago drill is different. Um, I do know like some grime and some drill stuff from the UK, which it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I wouldn't listen to it all the time. I'd say with like drill music here is not something I've listened to all the time or something that I'm like
Mm.
really into. But I'm like that the and this is from people that I know here in the US. Like people act like the like UK like rap is bad. It's not. It's good. It's a product of
Damn.
their environment.
Is that what they say?
So it's a comedian called Ari Spears
Mm.
who he made fun of like the UK drill rap, which is like he was like I can't take them serious, because y'all don't have guns out there. It's like knives and stuff.
Right.
He was like, and the whole thing was like, I'm just like, and I get like the flow was supposed to be like that, and apparently like with that video, he like went viral in the UK for that.
Right, okay.
But I'm just like, because he also said the same thing about he can't take like when British actors are trying to be like mobsters and different stuff like that. He can't take it serious because of like their voice. I'm just like that's a you thing, man. I'm just like
Yeah.
there are a lot of like UK actors who are fucking amazing. Same with like artists and stuff for like music. They are amazing. Like
Okay.
I know I got into like Stormzy,
Yeah, man.
Static Static Selected. No, what's one? Tiny Tempa when he was like
Oh, okay.
stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm
Tiny
like,
temper. Oh man. Takes me back.
oh yeah. But yeah, Little Sims, she's really
Okay.
good. And there's so many others that come out of like the UK and people just like sleep on them and it's like, oh, I'm like, listen to the actual music.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. That's for sure. Okay, here's a question. You're talking about like UK actors. So I feel like most of the time, not all the time, most of the time, if an American actor is doing like a British, any sort of British accent, we can tell. Can you
Hmm.
tell if the English actor or the person from the UK is doing an American accent?
No,
No. Oh
no.
damn. Okay.
Because I'll tell you this right now, and you're gonna laugh when I say this. there are so many people that did not realize Idris Elba was from the UK.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. He's good. He's good at it,
Yeah,
actually.
him, the guy who was in Snowfall, or like the F1 movie with was it Tom Cruise or Brad? I can't remember, but he was in the
I
black
don't
dude
know.
from the F1 movie. Uh, I think his name was like John something.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
Mm.
Margot Robbie, which I know
Oh yeah, yeah.
she's
She's Australian.
Australian,
She's Australian. Yeah. Yeah.
but her in Wolf of Wall Street had
Yeah.
no clue.
Mm.
Um,
What What about Daniel Craig in Knives Out? What are we thinking about that?
See, I didn't. So I didn't see that movie, and the fact that because saw him in the James Bond movie
Yeah. Yeah.
before that, because he was in another movie where he was doing like a country accent, which sounded really good.
Mm.
But with him, I knew he was
Right. Okay. Okay.
from
Okay.
the UK. He was like an Englishman.
Yeah.
Um, it's somebody else. Like the guy who played Martin Luther King in Selma did not know he was from the UK.
Really?
Yeah, did not know
Oh, cool. I
until like later on. I was like, man.
There we go. Okay.
So yeah,
That's
like there.
interesting. That's interesting.
I think it's like the guy from the show House did not know he was from.
Oh yeah. Jay, oh, what's he called?
Hugh Laurie.
Hugh Laurie, yeah.
Yeah,
He's in Stuart Little as well, right? Is he in
I think
Stuart
What?
Little?
so.
Stuart Little, the film.
Oh yeah, yeah. Is he the
He's
dad?
the Yeah, he's the dad in Stuart Little.
I've only just realized that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Shit, even like Hugh Jackman, I didn't realize, and I keep I
Yeah.
keep forgetting that he's like what Australian or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's the fact that like you guys here are like I don't know how much like U.S. shows and movies and stuff. Well, on movies, yeah, but like U.S. shows, but you hear like the different dialects and stuff, and are able to like copy it, or just they have a really good voice coaches or what.
Yeah, no. I think it's a lot of like the TV and stuff. So I sometimes work in Germany for the day job, and like a lot of those guys um they'll learn like English from like like American TV and stuff like that. And so they like have like a slight American accent when they talk. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. I mean, I don't know why. I don't know why I expect them to have an English accent if they're talking English, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's true. It's a big influence.
I think it's just like certain words that we say to like I know we say garbage. Do y'all say rubbish? Actually,
Yeah, rubbish. No one would say
um,
garbage. No one would say trash.
yeah, we say trash, garbage. We say garage. You guys say garage.
If you were if you were somewhere, if you're in London, if you're down south, they might say garage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Wrench. We call it a spanner. You call it a wrench, right?
yeah. Uh, I know here it's hood and trunk. It's bonnet and
Yeah, the boot.
boot and bonnet. Yeah. And then it's just certain stuff that we say that is like I know is different. I've watched like UK stuff.
Yeah.
It's very much one dialects because like you said it's a different way of speaking in different areas, which
Mm,
that's basically most of the US. Like there's it's different dialects for different states.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you go further south, you're gonna hear more twang. You go to New York, they have the way they talk. Go to Chicago, they have the way they talk. Whatever.
Yeah, it's funny, man. I was saying this to Jay literally yesterday because we were chatting to someone. I was saying I you never feel more British. Like you never feel like you got more of an English accent than when you talk to an American person, and then you like, oh, you just feel like you're like, oh, hello, like talking like the Queen or something.
Does anybody like I don't know when the last time you've been to like the US or I know it's like people coming from the US who come to the UK.
Mm.
Does anybody try to like copy like the way you talk?
Um, Not really. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think so.
It's like you having a conversation and they like try to copy. Well, like I said, I don't know the last time you've been to the US, but like if you came here and they try
Yeah.
like you talking to someone and they try to like try to talk with a British accent.
Last time I went, I remember talking to a woman and she thought she like couldn't figure it out. She was like, "Are you from Australia? Like, where are you from?" I was like, "No, man."
Which
But no,
The Australian accent, it's a little like thicker.
yeah, I think it's very different. It's very different.
Mm. Is I think it's like the way they say a lot of like it's more of like a long A, long O, I believe.
Yeah, I'm trying to think now. I'm not gonna do the voice. I'm not gonna do the voice. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, listeners. You don't
I,
get
I, I
it.
would, but I'm not gonna be that American today. I'm not gonna do that today. Like I I could probably get somewhat close, but I'm just not.
Yeah.
Um I think my English accent was is pretty decent, but
Oh, come on. Come on. You got it now, surely.
fuck. Because I'm not just gonna do the oi meeting like none of that shit. Um can I actually do it right now? Because now I'm just feel like I'm on the spot. Oh, I'm just gonna sound like fucking Stewie from from Family Guy. Uh, I say
I
go
feel
round. I say go round in. No, I say go round in. I can't fucking do it.
okay.
Yeah, I usually have like something, and now I because that I was gonna say Dunny because I'm thinking of like Kangaroo Jack for some reason.
Funny.
Um,
Yeah. Okay.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
fair play. Fair play.
I can't.
It's really I did we get the bottle of water thing? You know, you talk about people like trying to copy a
Bottle of
voice.
water.
Yeah, people say that. But not even American people. Like it was a French guy that was saying it to me the other day.
Um,
So that's yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. We will all say stuff's different, and it's just whatever.
Yeah.
I still I can't say car. I say car.
Huh?
Yeah. So did not realize this until like years ago. Until like I actually like broke out of it. I actually did have a Chicago accent, and for some reason with us, we don't say like we cut out like the consonant. So it's like car, here, there, stuff like that.
Okay.
Like it's over here, it's car. My cousins, they don't say water, they say water.
Okay. They're like people from Texas, they do like they'll say like I know, no, as opposed like you might say like no. Is that a thing as well? It's kind of thing that I've heard.
Somewhat, yeah. It's certain inflictions and certain words, yeah.
Okay. I felt we need to get off this topic. I'm worried about insulting all of your listeners.
We can talk about this because this is literally what it like. There are like so many different memes and videos about like the Midwestern accent versus like the Southern accent versus
Yeah.
like the West Coast versus like it's it's insane how much of it. But like you said, like you go to a different town, somebody's gonna sound different. So it's all the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah.
Um, let's see, if you could collaborate with anyone, who would it be?
Oh, okay. Okay. Give me a sec now. Let me think about this. Um, so yeah, again, obvious answers are going to be like some of those big bands, like at the Hives or something like that. But I think it'd be really cool to do something with like a female singer who maybe isn't in this space. Um, like imagine the bad actors and Alicia Keys. Like, whoa,
Hell
what?
yeah.
Actually, no, because that's too similar. Because Jack White already did that, didn't he? He already did that for the James Bond
Did he?
song. Is that Jack? That's Alicia Keys, Jack? Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Jack.
yeah. Alicia Keys. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I think of someone else then. But that kind of thing, though, like it's a really cool.
I'll tell you
Uh,
what would be good. Since we started this band, we've pretty much played only one cover, and it's a Dizzy Rascal cover.
Oh
Dizzy
yes.
Rascal.
Yes.
We need him on it.
That's sick. Come
Which
on.
song? Which song?
Dance with me.
Oh, okay.
You heard it? Calvin Harris, Dizzy Rascal.
Yeah. I
Yeah, yeah.
actually do know some Dizzy Rascal.
Oh, mate.
Just
Yeah, that's sick. But Jay, Arctic Monkeys already did that.
Oh,
damn.
really?
Yeah, there's a Arctic Monkeys Dizzy Rascal song. I can't remember what the name of it is. It's like on one of the EPs. It's like it's not a super popular one. He came
Mhm.
out at like Reading Festival or something in like
Hmm.
2008.
It's
Yeah,
time for a new one, I'd say.
yeah. Time for a new Dizzy collab. That's sick though. That would be so cool. Imagine you just go and see the bad actors and then Dizzy Rascal walks on stage. Like, come on.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
Good value for money, that.
If I could
That's
throw one out there, Anderson Paak.
yeah. Yeah. Absolutely, man.
Or
But
either him and Bruno Mars, or just him, just like going crazy on the drum, or just singing with you guys.
yeah. No, that'd be cool. Can he play left-handed? Jay's left-handed, so his kit's set the other way around.
I don't know how he plays, but I know he can play like a fucking madman.
He's insane. He's really like he's absolutely crazy. He's very
Yeah,
cool.
like you gotta be that guy to like be drumming and singing at the same time.
Yeah, like
It
because
is insane.
it's not just okay singing. He's like still doing like really good singing and then like insane
Hmm.
drumming as well. Yeah.
Is that a dig at my singing?
No, mate. Got a voice like an angel.
Yeah.
But
Better believe it.
I I definitely think like a Bruno Mars and the Bad Actors would be like really good too because he done some like funk rock stuff. I can't think of
Mm.
the name of the song, but it's that one song where it's like do 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 do. Uh, I can't. I think is it like Runaway or something?
Uh, I'm thinking
Like
of
that?
that one. Is it one that's like yeah?
No, not that one.
Not that one.
That's probably on the it's probably on the same album, but that's Fell Out of Heaven. But
Yeah,
it's a
that's my
song.
favorite Bruno Mars song.
Yeah, but
Straight
it's
out
a
of heaven.
song that he's got like a rock edge to it. Like it's really good, and I just can't think of the name of it right now. And it'll
Okay.
probably come to me later on. I'll probably look it up later. But yeah, like also the fact that like Bruno Mars, that dude is just talented as hell too.
Yeah, he's a very cool guy. Very cool guy. Yeah, absolutely, man.
But I think he'd be like somebody that would fit in with your guys' sound as well.
Yeah, it'd be sick. And then what I like about Bruno Mars is like he's one of those artists that is like isn't afraid to change their sound. Like
Hmm.
some artists like they find what works and they just do it for like the next 60 years. And that's fine, that's absolutely cool. But like I mean I've said Arctic Monkeys names about 50 times in this chat, but like again, Arctic Monkeys, they started off doing one thing, now they're doing something else. Bruno Mars, he started off kind of doing one thing, now he's doing something else. Yeah, I really respect that because I think it's especially when you find some success, it must be so hard to not go. "Ah, I just want to know what I know is going to work. I want to do what I know is going to work."
Well,
Um,
I think with it now is because he very much started off with like the like slow pop songs and stuff.
yeah,
And now it's more of like kind of like the 70s soul, like
yes,
70s, like somewhat disco-ish stuff. But I think with him is just like he probably knows so much and he probably got tired of just being like the guy making all the sad songs, whatever.
mm,
And it's just like he's just like, fuck, I want to do something different. And like him doing Silk Sonic with Anderson Paak, where they were doing basically kind of like that thing of like the 70s, like Motown and soul stuff to him just doing stuff by himself, whether it's doing that stupid ass song with Sexy Red that I fucking that I hate, or it's so dumb. Or that the new song that he just released like a while back, I Just Might or whatever. Like
yeah,
I agree with you. Like it is nothing wrong with people staying where they are, but I think at a
mm,
certain point, it's just like your fans are gonna look at you like, is that it? Is that's all you're gonna?
yeah,
But then there are people who are just like, this is what we want, you know.
yeah. But people get annoyed, right? If you do change and they're like, nah, we came for this. We want this is what we paid for. This is what I've been listening to for like
Mhm.
the last however long. People get annoyed. So yeah, I guess it's you can't please everyone.
Yeah. I think it just depends on the fan base to where if because I was definitely that with like certain people. I was somewhat like that with Tyler the Creator, where I know his original stuff, it was very much he couldn't play that stuff now. But yeah,
Yeah, true.
like he can't be playing kill people, burn shit, fuck school now. But he switched up. He did more of like he even talked about it to where, it was his friends who were like he was playing it safe and he got rid of all the stuff he was doing. He stopped being the funny guy because he was saying how like a lot of people knew him from being funny on social media instead of his music.
Yeah.
Went a whole different direction, did like more kind of like the pop stuff or like some different like rap, which and I think he just took it more serious.
Mm.
And now he's like this huge household name to where people still give him shit about what he did in the past, which I think that's like every artist now when you were kind of like trying to make a name for yourself. But now
Yeah,
now he's like got like probably like 10 Grammys.
yeah. No, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Reinvent yourself and like try and be the most authentic version of yourself as well, I suppose.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
That's the way to be. Like I I feel like trying to be in the mainstream is starting to like go on the wayside because mainstream music, I feel like it's just the same copy paste cookie cutter crap. And the more authentic you are, the more you step away from that, the more people want to hear your sound.
Absolutely. 100% agree. I think on top of that as well, like maybe so if you go back to the 60s, you had like what three television channels and you had like a few radio stations and some magazines, right? Now you've got hundreds of thousands of like Instagram accounts. You've got all the TikTok things. You got people probably aren't discovering music on TV anymore. They're listening to like one of a million different radio stations. So like I feel like the mainstream is just being split up into like different like who I think is like the biggest artist in the world might not even you might have never heard of them.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe not the biggest artist in the world, but you get the point what I'm trying to say.
I mean, so I know with the US, I know like US, UK, and like global stuff, there are definitely going to be different stuff because I see that.
Mm.
But yeah, we all will know like the biggest artist that's in the world. But like knowing who's a big artist here and who's a big artist there probably won't know. Like I'm not sure who is the biggest artist in the UK
Mm.
and probably the biggest artist here would be Taylor Swift or Beyonce or whoever. Like
Yeah.
who do you think is our biggest artist here?
I was gonna say Drake, but he's Canadian, so I don't think that counts. The Weekend is also Canadian.
Yes. It's a lot of
Okay.
Canadians. A lot of
Yeah, yeah. So it's probably Taylor Swift then, right? It's gonna be Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I think it's like her, Beyonce, or something like that. I think they're like the two biggest up there.
Okay.
Um, yeah, the UK, I legit would not Ed Sheeran
Yeah, yeah. I guess I mean, he's like, yeah, one of the most streamed artists in the world, right? So gotta
is
be.
like I think him. Um,
I don't know who else. Like at least that's like kind of new. I mean, like the Beatles are also still one of the most streamed, but yeah, in terms of people that are kind of around still.
I would have put a shout out in the dark just because she released a new album, fucking Lily Allen, which
Yeah, 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 fair. I surely she can't be like one of the top then ones though. I mean,
nah,
like people are like loving the album, but I don't think she could be like in the top.
I still need to listen to the album. Like she is great. I think she's someone who was like very underrated and was
Mm.
someone who she was definitely like one of those people originally who was like about her own sound, not trying to be a part of the mainstream.
Yeah, she was like kind of. I was probably at the same time as Arctic Monkeys and all those kind of bands, that kind of 2000s,
Yeah.
mid 2000s sound when she came up, um, which I guess is like kind of nostalgic now, but
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah, good stuff, great stuff.
It's crazy like the stuff that you remember listening to it and now being like, oh man, they're either like as bigger than what you ever thought they were, or kind of in that same space to where they're like a niche name, but they still are able to do like music full time. Like that's kind of what I feel like with a Lily Allen, to where I don't know how big she really was at that time, but the
Mm.
fact that she's still out there making music is crazy to me, and I love it. I kind of feel the same way. Like if Amy Winehouse would have never passed away, like where would she be right now?
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those really crazy, really crazy questions, isn't it?
Hmm.
Um, because it's like I don't know, like for the it's really sad when that happens for the person, for the family, for the fans. But then I guess you get the upside is that you kind of just like cemented in legend, right?
Yeah,
Like a Lily Allen, not a Lily Allen, sorry, an Amy Winehouse, a Kurt Cobain, a Jimi Hendrix. Like it doesn't really matter because they're like, it's sad at the time, but now like they're a legend. The household names are they kind of go on forever.
yeah. Plus, they don't have to go through like the fall off of if they bring out like a bad album, they don't got to deal with people being like, "This this album was horrible." Why they? Which
Yeah.
if people who are watching slash listening to this later on, if you are that person, stop, fuck off. Like let people like. I had to do that because like the last like Chance the Rapper album that he had before the most recent one he
Mm,
did last year. Everybody gave him shit about. I think the name of the album was called The Big Day or something, and everybody gave him shit for it. It was a great album, and everybody it just because the fact that he wasn't doing like the trap crap or like the regular Chicago stuff. I mean, like it was still a good album. I still listened
yeah.
to it. I enjoyed it. But the fact that it's like I said earlier, it's about everybody want people to stick to like a certain thing and they can't deal when they change. And it's like, dude, shut up. Now I
Yeah.
could see
Yeah.
I could see if like they changed it and it was just a really bad album. Yes, the album wasn't bad. And I
Okay.
have listened to like certain artists that I like, and they have brought out bad albums, like really, really bad albums. And I'm just like, Jesus, I cannot listen to you anymore.
I think two approaches to this, like, and I respect them both like equally, even though they're complete opposite. So one half, you've got Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney made like the best music, ever made or whatever you want to call it, in his early part of his career, carried on making music, and even to this day, he's still making music. And his whole thing is, I love making music. Like I don't really care. It's not, I mean, I'm sure it's a bit about the money, but like it's not about the money. I'm just gonna make music every year because that's what I love to do and that's who I am. And so, big respect for that. But then on the other side, you've got like Bill Withers. Bill Withers is like, nah, I'm gonna do my like I think he did 2 albums, maybe 3 albums. I'm gonna get my money and that's it. I'm done. I'm out. Like he
Mhm.
did what he had to do and he left. Like, and I think it's a completely different approach, but I respect them both. One of them was like, I've made all my best work and that's it. And the other one was like, nah, this is who I am as a person. So I'm just gonna keep making music forever.
Yeah, that like the Paul McCartney thing is true. Like that's even with like Andre 3000 of like the
Yeah,
Outcast.
exactly. Same. Opposite thing. Yeah.
Yeah, to where he was like, look, he's like, I got the money. Like I could go back to the studio and rap, but this is a young man's game. I'm out of it. And he'll get on like if it's somebody that he respects, he'll get on their song and bust out like the best 16 bar you've ever heard in so long, and then be like, all right, I'm gonna go back to playing my flute.
Yeah.
Which is crazy that this
That's
man I
amazing.
played the flute. Um, but yeah, like I think like I do love the fact that people have the passion for music. And I think that's the difference. And I probably should say it like that. Like it's a difference between having passion on a project and then somebody just being like, oh, it's bad because they didn't expect it to be something. And then somebody just cashing in just to get money and it's just a bad album, a bad project. Like you can tell the difference,
Yeah, you can. You can.
especially if you're like a real music fan, I'll say.
Yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair. That's totally fair.
All right, we just been talking music.
I know. Just
I
chat.
love it. We just talking music. Um, all right, this next one you can either do individually or together on this one.
Okay.
What is your Mount Rushmore of rock.
Oh, Jay hates these questions because
Yeah.
he needs like 50
I
minutes
need
to
a
prepare.
week to write
Oh
an
yeah.
essay for it.
All right, I tell you what, I'll go and then maybe we could do it together.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'll just say whether I agree or not.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Now
Um,
I could either make this a little bit easier and just say Mount Rushmore of music, or if that's making it more harder, or it could just be straight up rock.
No, make it as hard as possible for him. He
no, no,
enjoys it.
no, 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 no. We'll do Mount Rushmore music is impossible. Because what how many this is a terrible question. Are there four people on Mount Rushmore?
Yep, it's four people.
Right, four. Okay, okay, okay. Don't ask me to name them. Um,
I couldn't name them.
okay, fair enough.
I
Mount
could I think it's Washington, Lincoln. I'm done. That's all I
yeah.
can think of.
I'm gonna play the British card very, very strongly here.
Uh,
All right, okay, okay. Mount Rushmore of rock. I think this has to be like this can't be like a personal like who I enjoy. This has to be like the kind of the influence and the overall appreciation, I think. So
it
I'm
could be
gonna
both. It can be both.
I could be both.
Yeah.
My Mount Rushmore of rock, I think, is very different. Okay, I can do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am gonna put the Beatles on there because I I don't think I need to say why. I'm gonna put the Beatles on there. I'm gonna put Rage Against the Machine on there. We mentioned those guys.
Mm.
Um, I am going to put Arctic Monkeys on there, which is no shock to anyone who's been listening for the last however long because I've mentioned them about 50 times. Um, and then who's number four? So I think we've got like kind of the old thing. We've got the yeah, maybe it would be. I guess it has to be someone that I listen to loads and loads and loads and loads and loads. Um, I think for me personally, it would be the police. Which I'm not saying that Joe, you would agree with that, but I think just in terms of people that have had an influence on me, the Beatles. Yeah, again, I don't need to say it. Rage Against the Machine. Those formative years of being a teenager, absolutely. That whole funky thing, the riff rock thing, absolutely. Arctic Monkeys, same, but like in a different sphere. And then the Police, as a more like of a recent one in terms of rock bands that have had a big influence. Yeah, absolutely. That's my four. That's my Mount Rushmore.
Oh yeah. Jay, what you got?
Oh, I don't know. The only one I disagreed with there is Rage Against the Machine. They've never really like resonated with me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, we're having words, man.
He's
I
gonna
guess
force me to listen to the whole catalog now.
you'd probably put like a Dave Grohl drumming band or like a Foo Fighters or a Queens of Stone Age or
Yeah.
something, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Nirvana maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. Nirvana actually, yeah.
So,
All right. Replacing I'm gonna say Red Chili Peppers. Rage Against the Machine with Nirvana.
Yeah. That's
Ready?
mine.
Okay. I mean, it's still
oh,
still a solid lineup.
yeah. Who's yours? Who's yours?
Mine, Soundgarden.
Okay.
Uh, I think Pearl Jam. I
Hmm.
listen to a lot of Pearl Jam. I listen to a lot of
Nice.
Pearl Jam and a lot of Soundgarden, like Chris Cornell, Jesus. Um, Metallica because that's like
Okay.
that was like me and my dad's thing. Like me and him both love Metallica. And I think I have to say like Linkin Park because
Wow, I was not expecting that. I was not expecting Linkin Park.
yeah, because I listen to Linkin Park a lot. Like anytime Linkin Park came on the radio, I was blasting it. Like and it's either between like Linkin Park or My Chemical Romance because I love My Chemical Romance too. I think anytime I get asked that question, it always changes because like Soundgarden always stays up there, and I think Metallica always stays up there. But I always like end up switching out two of the out of the four. But though, like for sure, Soundgarden and Metallica because they were like the but Metallica for sure was like one of those bands that I listened to like forever. They kind of like got me into the like rock and stuff because of like my dad. and then
Yeah.
Soundgarden just because Chris Cornell on that stuff is like Jesus. Even when and I think I put Pearl Jam up there because Chris Cornell and Eddie did Temple of the Dogs together and did some like really good stuff. Like the song Hunger Strike is really good. And I listened to that way too much. Me and my dad nicknamed that song the Snickers song.
Okay.
And because
Oh, because yeah, okay, okay. I get it.
it's literally because like me and my dad will do the stuff where we'll hear a song and it's like, oh, what commercial would you think this would be on? And we both
uh
said a Snickers commercial, either like a Snickers commercial or like some fast food restaurant because it's like some guy just really really hungry. Or the fact that like in the Snickers commercial here, it was like, um,
you're
it's
not
like,
not you when you're hungry, right?
yes,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. No, I get that. I get that.
but yeah.
I think just a note on that. I'm not a huge like kind of emo fan, but
Mm,
My Chemical Romance, the Black Parade album, is got to be one of
mhm.
the like the best like curated like it's just it's like a musical almost.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I guess that's what they're kind of taking from, but it's yeah, that's an incredible album. That's an incredible album.
Yes, that album is great. That era of like the emo rock and stuff like that, like them, Panic at the Disco, Fall Out Boy, AFI. Oh God, it. Damn, can I go back to being 10? Can I just go back to being the 10 or 11? Let's just go let me go back there. Like music is so good.
Yes, absolutely.
Um, what has been your favorite place to perform so far? And where would you like to perform in the future?
Ooh. Um, favorite place to perform. I'm gonna have to rep the hometown of Sheffield. It's cool when you do a gig and then the people know you and they're singing back the lyrics. That's gonna be mine. Where would I like to perform? I'd love to do a tour in Europe. I'd love to do a tour around Europe. Like obviously we mentioned America, but I feel like what's more realistic right now, at least, is like hitting up France, Germany, Amsterdam, all these places, the Netherlands. That'd be really cool for me.
Oh, yeah. Jay, how about you?
Favorite place. Any gig where the crowd's really engaged. I really like that one venue. I forget where it is. That Any Volume. Where's
Oh,
that?
near Newcastle, so it's pretty much Newcastle.
Yeah, yeah. And then there's that place where we get the hot dogs. Where's that? I like that just for the hot dogs. Is that Milton Keynes?
Yeah, there's a place where they're not just like hot dogs, like bad sausages. They're proper, proper
Oh,
sausages.
I got you.
They're worth it.
Where would
I
you
can.
like to play though?
Where would I like to play? I don't know. Another festival. Any festival.
Big festival.
Yeah.
Take us to Coachella.
Yeah,
You really want to come to Coach?
I don't
yeah.
know. I don't know. I don't know enough about it to be fair.
You want to spend 4 days in the desert?
Yeah, maybe not. It's like a very hippie festival, right?
I believe so. I think now it's just very commercialized. I know
Ah,
there's
okay.
like Burning Man, that one.
That's what I'm thinking of. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah,
Yeah, Coachella is like it wants to be like hippie, but it's very like California.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the
Okay.
Burning Man one, that's the one that's like more like hippied out. Like they'll go in like the desert and stuff.
Yeah, maybe not. No, Coachella though, absolutely. Why not? That's like the big one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Glastonbury, I think in the UK would be mine. That's like, yeah, that's the pinnacle of UK festivals, I think. Glastonbury.
I've asked this to like other people too, and I'll ask you guys because I know it's what is it, the Euro? Like the I can't think of the name of it right now, but I know it's like where they'll get people from like the bands and artists from like different
Ah,
parts.
Eurovision.
Yes, Eurovision. Would you guys be interested in doing Eurovision if you were able to get selected?
I mean, if Eurovision asked us to come on, I would strongly consider it, and probably would be silly to turn it down. Like, but I feel like most of the people on Eurovision are very like poppy kind of. I mean, ABBA like were on Eurovision, and I think ABBA are
Really?
amazing. But yeah. I think ABBA. I'm pretty sure they were. And like a lot of like those kind of like pop stars. So I mean, if they wanted us on, yeah, sure, we go and we rock it up. But I don't know. I don't know if I don't expect to be invited to Eurovision Song Contest anytime soon, to be honest, bro.
Would you do like a like show contest like that, like a X Factor, like America's Got Talent, anything like that?
Look at this boy shaking his head.
No,
No,
we've talked about that before. I don't think we'd do it anything like X
'Cause
Factor.
I feel like with your sound and your talent, you guys would make it far. And and not even like, and I know the way this sounds is gonna sound bad. Like, even if you didn't win, you would still be like huge because like I think for a lot of people, they don't like. I know there's people like they want to win, but I feel like just being on the show to getting the exposure is good enough. Like, look at like I know here we have like American Idol and stuff. It's not the people who win who are like the most talented or have like these huge careers. It's the people who've just been on the show, like they were like top eight or top four or whatever, or even like people they just showed up. Like I know, like Chris Daughtry, like he was on American Idol, he lost or whatever, and he's a bigger artist than most of the people that actually won on the show, or Kobe Calais who didn't even make it as a person selected and just went on like MySpace around that time and is a huge artist who is now a country artist, which I don't know.
No, I mean, yeah, I think there's a stigma, rightly or wrongly, there's a stigma about these kind of things that they're very like, overproduced and it's like super, yeah, fake or whatever the word is.
Hmm.
Maybe that's like says more about us than about, the truth. Um, I'm not saying I'm not as hard no as Jay. I'm not as hard no. I think if it's the right time and the right scenario, because yeah, I completely agree. Like you could, just do a few shows and then you might end up getting some really big exposure from it. I don't know. It's not a definite yes or a definite no for me. It's a maybe. I could be swayed.
Because I definitely look at that stuff like even if you don't win, you are on something to where people are going to be looking for you. Like
Yes.
one of my favorite artists, uh, Melanie Martinez, she was on The Voice. She was eliminated like top eight or something like that, and is a huge artist.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, the like stuff like that, and she was doing like cover songs. Like you can look her up. She did like this amazing cover of a Britney Spears song. I think it's a Toxic on the show. It's like it was like more kind of like bluesy a little bit.
Okay.
And but yeah, she stuff like that I like seeing because we're like because I always notice that where the people who win, yeah, they'll have like a song or two and then an album, but then they fall off. But then you see the
Yeah.
people who were just on the show didn't make it, but they just kept grinding. And especially now with like all the social media stuff,
Mhm.
it could be nothing for somebody to find you, especially if
Yeah.
they like what you did.
No, you're absolutely right. And yeah, maybe I mean, I think if the opportunity came about, maybe we'd consider it a little more strongly because yeah, you're 100% right. You're 100% right.
Man.
I think there's just always the risk that if you blow up too fast and you're not ready for it, that can also be a negative thing as well.
That's true.
So I think
Yeah.
we'd have to be very prepared for what would come after if we did get that kind of exposure.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah. But how do you prepare for something like that?
I think it's just like a conversation you gotta have. Like art, if it's just a thing of like what like parameters and stuff like that.
Mm, wow, deep man.
Yes.
It's
We
deep.
got deep there. Um, what is something people wouldn't expect about you?
I feel like we covered like do you think people would expect you to be into chess and that?
Yeah, look at me.
Oh, no.
Um, I don't know. I have 2 degrees in pharmaceuticals. There you go. I don't know if that's. I'm a scientist. I don't know if that you'd expect that or not. Maybe the glasses right now, but usually I'm not wearing them.
I would not expect. Right, 2 degrees in pharmaceutical. So, like for your job, do you do stuff with
Yeah.
medicine?
So yeah, so I got a bachelor's in biochemistry and then a master's in biopharmaceutical development. So
Nice.
yeah, there you go. Maybe that's unexpected.
That honestly, that is really unique and really cool. Like you are in a band and you also work around like medicines and stuff like that. That is really like I don't think anybody is like topping that right now.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I think they say that the whole science and music goes hand in hand.
Hmm.
I've heard that said. Um, whether that's true or not, but yeah, there you go. So that's something that you might not expect if you only knew me from this side of life.
Yeah. Are there any like hobbies that you're like into?
Weird hobbies. I'd love to tell you right now that I'm like curling champion or something. Olympic. I don't know. Yeah,
No, just
table
like
tennis or
that,
something.
like something you just like you do just in your everyday life that people just wouldn't expect.
Um,
Is it?
yeah, I'm trying to think. Trying to come off as not really boring now. Like actually can't think of anything crazy right now. I bet it's the same. It's gonna be as soon as we stop talking, I'm gonna be like, I'm sorry, I don't know if we can swear.
No, I've sworn a couple of times.
Yeah, I'm gonna think of something now.
Jay, what you got? Like, is there anything outside of like chess thing is like some people just wouldn't expect?
Yeah, I don't know about unexpected, but I'm really into programming. I do that kind of as a hobby. Like I made the band website.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, just don't know about unexpected.
So the Matrix.
Yeah.
Like the guys are programming, they just see like code like falling down the screen. That's like Jay's
That's
vision.
my everyday.
Have you seen-
I mean that's honestly cool. Like I want to get into coding. That's kind of what I went to college for, like getting more into like that kind of side. I still am like a nerd. I always say like I'm a level 2 nerd to where I love video games and tech and stuff, but I still can play sports. Probably not as much anymore, getting older.
Level 2 nerd. That's amazing.
Yeah. Like I'm not into like Star Trek and Star Wars and stuff. I know there are people are like that. That for me, that's like another level up. But I'll get into like certain like nerdy things.
Okay, that's my one nerdy thing, I suppose. I really like Star Wars actually. I hate Lord of the Rings. I'm not into that. I'm not into yeah, most like kind of things like that. But I like my Star Wars. I like my Star Wars quite a bit. Which is the complete opposite of you, right, Jay? Because you hate Star Wars but like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings over Star Wars any day.
There you
I
go.
thought it was Star Trek over Star Wars.
No, Star Trek is the next level. That is level 3, level 4.
Yeah. There you go.
Uh, you guys would both be mad at me. I have not seen either of those
Ah,
Ah,
either
well,
franchise.
I
I
recommend you start with Lord of the Rings.
I recommend you don't. Not if you want to fall asleep. No, if you don't want to fall asleep.
I don't want to fall. Like okay, so I have seen. I remember like I can't remember which Star Wars movie it is. I'm gonna guess it's like the first one. It's when they do these are not the droids you're looking for.
Yeah.
And I think that's like that up to that part is what I've seen because this was like in high school. And
You know
the
what it is?
only reason I've watched that much is because my teacher, we had a sub and he was like, instead of us just watching a movie and not really paying attention. He was always that person where it was like we had a worksheet. Like he did the same thing. That's the only reason why I've ever watched Avatar is because
Mhm.
of him. And yeah, it was like up to that part when he did the these are not the droids you're looking for, and then it cut after that because it was like it's like 45 minutes in or something. I don't know.
You know what it is? Oh, sorry, you can finish.
No, I was like that. That's it.
Okay, yeah. You know what it is? It's when you're a child, yeah, when you're a kid, and adults tell you something's good. So like watching Star Wars, and my dad's like, "Oh, this is amazing. This is really good." And then in my secondary school history class, the teacher was we were doing about the rise of Hitler to power and like the kind of whole like mid the World War II and everything. And he's like, Star Wars is based on like kind of Hitler's rise to power and like the German Weimar government and all that kind of stuff.
Hmm.
So he showed us like Star Wars, like, and we'd like watch episode one whilst, and then we do like some actual like history, and then the next week we do blah 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 blah. So I was like, oh, okay, actually this is quite cool. Like, we get to watch a film in class. So I think it started there, and
Yeah.
then now I'm like, I'm not painting figurines or anything like that, but yeah, I like Star Wars. Not there's anything wrong with painting Star Wars figurines,
No.
of
I
course.
used to have Lord of the Rings figurines.
That's wrong. That's wrong.
Are either of you gamers?
So unbelievably casually. Like, sorry.
What a way to put it.
I,
I mean, dude, I'm getting there too, man. I work too much. I outside of this background, there's a PS5 behind me, and
okay.
I barely get to play that much. I play a couple games here and there. I'm mostly
Mm.
playing the new Skate game that came out last year.
Oh, yeah.
Uh, I it's so many games I need to catch up on. I'm like one chapter away from beating Doom: The Dark Ages, and then I'm buying Ghost of Yotei.
That's supposed to have a good soundtrack, right? Doom's supposed to have like pretty
Yes,
like sick heavy metal soundtrack.
yes. That
Okay.
the soundtracks of that stuff, it's crazy. Love
Yeah.
it.
Man, I've got a friend, and he's always trying to. He's like, next time you're in the car, just like put on the Doom soundtrack. But I've just never got around to it. I need to do it. I tell you what, I play or not so much anymore. Actually, I haven't played in ages. I was quite into Rocket League at one point. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, we were. I got to I don't know Diamond or whatever, which is
What?
so
You
much
were
more.
up there.
Yeah, we've played quite a bit in I guess towards the end of uni. That was quite fun. But yeah, not recently.
See, I played Rocket League a little. I was casual in that.
Okay.
Still to this day, I have never played Fortnite ever.
My
I
little brother is always trying to get me to play
Dude,
Fortnite.
I still remember this. Like I when I had the PS4, I downloaded it. I had it downloaded for a week, and I was just like, "Yeah, I'm never gonna play this," and just deleted it.
Mm,
Now it's like this like
yeah,
multi-billion dollar fucking thing. I'm just like, God. And then it's completely changed from what it used to be.
yeah. It's like its whole world, right? Its whole ecosystem.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wouldn't even know where to begin.
same. It is crazy how this stuff is. But yeah, like I play like I used to be a lot more like sports games.
Mm,
Like I was big into like 2K, which is like the basketball stuff like that. Madden a little bit here and there.
okay.
I did play some FIFA, some, which
Yeah.
I know now like FIFA isn't around anymore. It's under 2K, I think now.
Uh, is it not?
No,
Okay.
I think FIFA went away. The actual title FIFA went away because of like the controversy with FIFA. And
Oh,
I think,
really?
yeah,
Okay. Yeah. That shares the last FIFA game. I think I remember FIFA 26 coming out, but like maybe they
really,
haven't made one this year.
I
Yeah.
think it's under a different name now.
Maybe they changed the name. Yeah.
Because it was something like a while back to where I think it was the people who own FIFA, like the actual like soccer league, to where they're like under fire for stuff. I can't remember exactly what it is off the top of my head, but it was
Yeah.
like a
Okay.
huge controversy, and I think they had to like get rid of the name, and now it's like under something else because I don't think EA owns it anymore.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of Football Club 26 then. Okay, maybe that's something else.
Yeah, that might be what it's called now. I'm not entirely sure. Um,
Mm.
Yeah. I know you guys play instruments, of course. Is there any other instruments that you play?
You play,
A tiny bit of keyboard and guitar that I dabble in.
Okay.
yeah. I play bass, which is a different type of guitar. Um, nah, I play drums a little bit. I played drums for a couple of years when I was I feel like I play drums a bit like a guitarist. Maybe a bit like a guitarist plays drums. Um, but I really want to learn how to play piano, just 'cause I feel like that will give like an extra layer of like songwriting capabilities. I want to be that guy that goes to that, the train station and
Hmm.
then goes and sits down and plays piano, and everyone's like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, I've seen you.
I want to be that dude.
No, if you learn more on the drums and he learned more on the guitar, you guys could like switch mid set.
That
True,
would be cool.
that would be cool.
Yep,
I
that'd
can't
be
do the scissor kicks that he does though.
The best thing about that, Jay, would be me running over to the drums and like starting to play, and then you running over to my microphone and like having to like lower it
I'll
down.
lower it down.
So like for the audience, I'm like 6'1" and Jay's like 5'8",
Yes.
5'8".
I was getting
He
worried
was
then you were
he
gonna
was looking like
you could have said anything you wanted then.
yeah.
Jay's like 5'3".
He was looking like, what is he about to say? So, all right. So yeah, like I said, I'm 6'5", so yeah, me and you are like pretty tall.
Yeah, yeah, we're quite tall, Jay. No, I think
Look,
I'd feel very average stood next to you.
J Jason would be, I believe, at about average height here in America. I
Yeah,
believe.
what is it, like 5'9" is average or something?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So
There
yeah,
you go, mate.
he'd be about average height here, which I don't know. It's certain times I hate being this tall because everybody just looks at me like a crazy person. But also I like being tall too, literally just for women.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
women
fair enough.
love tall dudes.
I remember I went to the Netherlands once. We went to Amsterdam and got off the plane and walking around. I just felt very, very average height. Because like, everyone over there is like average height is probably like 5'11", 6 foot or something. So I
Oh,
was like, wow, this is crazy.
there is actually something in the US where they have like I think it's called like tall party. It's somebody who like conducts these like parties and socials, and you have to be like 5'10" and up or something like that.
That's silly.
Because it's for like women and men. So like the guys, they're like
Okay, yeah,
7 feet up to like 5'10", 5'11", and women, it's like fucking supermodels who are like 6'4" up to
yeah.
like five something.
That means they must have short parties then. They must have parties where you have with like maximum 5'8" or something.
Probably. I don't
I'd
know.
be the king of that pie.
Well, I think they do have like shorter women there, whatever, because it's like I don't know. I've seen like videos of it. I can't remember the guy who like makes the parties. It looks cool. It'd be nice to be at a party where it's people are like around the same height or whatever.
Mm.
I've seen people where they try to make it to where everybody's like if you're shorter, they'll give you like not stilts, but like try to find something to make you like taller, like give you something to stand on, so that way you're the same height as somebody who's like around our height.
Yeah, I've seen that meme of everybody on the like the yeah, not stilts. What are they called? I can't think of them. It's like upside down buckets. So
Yeah.
everyone's like the same height parties. That's what they're called.
Hmm. Which that's stuff like that is just fun. Like
Yeah,
it's funny, but it's fun. Um, well, I know everybody knows about me if you're watching it, but I'm a huge wrestling fan, pro
okay.
wrestling. So yeah, I know they've been doing a lot of stuff in the UK. Well, I know like
Mm.
AEW and stuff, and I know like WWE been doing different stuff in the UK in Paris, and I believe they were in Germany or Berlin.
Okay.
I don't know if you either of you are.
We had a guy. Remember that video that someone made of us? We
Yeah.
had a
Don't
guy.
don't
Yeah,
know
go
what
on.
game it is, but there's one of the wrestling games where you can like make your own characters and they do a walk on, and he like
Yeah.
made our characters in the orange suits.
Uh,
I think it's like 2K WWE
yeah,
2K.
WWE 2K.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
That
we're
crazy.
actually we're two characters on that.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah. It's quite sick.
And he best have made me the right height in that as well.
Yeah, you can have it to where it's the right height and stuff. Like they people who do those like creator wrestlers, like especially like the custom creations, they do really really good jobs because there of course there's different promotions like there's WWE, AEW, TNA, and all of the different spots. Like I even know some of the ones that are in like in London in the UK and stuff too, that have taken a while to get back to what they used to be. But people will like make wrestlers who aren't in WWE in custom creations, and it looks completely like the person.
That's
It is
sick.
like wow, like they put like some time and effort into it.
Cool.
Man,
Yeah. Other than that, I mean, I used to watch it when I was little, but yeah, I've watched wrestling in years.
yeah, man, I still watch. I am trying one of these years because AEW. They go to Wembley once a year for like one of the
Okay.
like, big shows. All in. They went two like so they started doing it 2 years ago. All in at Wembley, and I believe they did the highest of 82,000, and then
Wow.
the year after I think it was 50 something.
Okay.
Um, they didn't do it last year because apparently it wasn't Taylor Swift. It was Coldplay or you. Somebody had that day. I can't remember what it was. It was like it was sometime in like August, and they already had something going on.
Yeah.
But they're supposed to bring it back again this year. I wish I could go because I know that that'd be cool just to one check out Wembley, two go to like a big show like that, and
Yeah.
also just to go to London.
We'll do a swap, right? You can come and watch that, and we'll go and watch the World Cup, like the FIFA World Cup.
Do they have the World Cup here?
Yeah, it's in like North America next year, this year, sorry. So I think there's some games in America.
Where is it at?
It's all over. I think some of it's in Mexico, some of it's in America.
Hmm.
Yeah, World Cup 2026. Um, yeah, I hope I'm not wrong now. Otherwise, no,
I mean,
no, yeah,
you know more than I do, so hey.
no, it's USA, Canada, and Mexico. It's like a joint hosting event,
Oh yeah. Okay. No, well, I feel like Mexico would be more fitting because they're more for like
like football-y.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like we have it somewhat here in the United States, but it's not like it's huge.
yeah.
But I mean,
It's
hey.
it's kind of a controversial one though, because like so usually it's in let's say Germany or France or something. So you can kind of get around to all the games on the train. But if it's in like the US and Canada and Mexico, you have
Oh,
to
you got to
fly for
fly.
like yeah, for ages just to get to the
Hmm.
next game. So it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, if you going from Mexico to Canada, that's a couple
That's-
hours.
yeah, exactly, man.
I don't know if you get a nonstop flight on that one.
Yeah, give me the air for years.
No, it's gonna be like, all right, you in Mexico, we gotta drop you off. We're gonna make a layover in Dallas, Fort Worth. You're gonna be there for about like 4 hours, so get you some food while you're there. Then bring they'll either take you from there or some I don't know. Flying is so stupid for some reason. Like I don't understand why there are like layovers. I had to fly last year in September. I was
Mm.
going 2 states over. I was
Mm.
going from Chicago to Kansas, which in between all there is Missouri.
Yeah,
And it literally like like throwing a rock in like a river. It was just like doom doom. Like I went from Chicago, it made me go into St. Louis for like an hour and then had to get on another plane to take me into Wichita to Kansas. I'm just like, this could have been one flight.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. But I guess you got some big distances to cover over there.
Some, yeah. I mean, like I could have driven, but it would have been like 8 hours, and I didn't feel like driving 8 hours.
Yeah, fair. But 8 hour drive is like just driving to the shop or something in America, right? You have
No.
to you get 8 hours to school or something, like 8 hour commute.
No, like um the nearest like store to me, especially here, it's like half a mile.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm exaggerating slightly.
yeah. No, no, there are definitely some places like like rural neighborhoods. Yeah, like I lived in Mississippi for like 6 months, and I lived what we call like the boonies here. It'd be like I guess it'd be like more country to where you don't
Yeah.
have a neighbor next to you. Like it's
Okay.
you, a bunch of land, and you won't see a house for maybe like another like couple miles.
Yeah.
Uh, when I lived there, like the nearest town to like go to a shop or something like that was either a half hour away, and then like the nearest mall was an hour the opposite way.
Okay. No, that's crazy, man.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah. And what they did, they had like a rundown like gas station, and they turned it into like a little like supermarket, but they upped the price. So like a box of cereal, like if you went to like a Walmart or whatever, it'd be
Yeah.
probably like at the time like $3. They would charge you like $5 there because it was like,
Okay. Yeah.
oh
Well,
well,
where else can you go?
exactly. It's like either drive like the 2 miles to come here, or drive a half hour into town and use all that gas.
Yeah, no way.
Crazy.
Not for me. Not for me. I'm a city
Yeah,
boy.
it same city boy forever. Like it was cool being in the country because it was quiet, but I miss certain things. If I could get something that was like in the middle to where I could still have certain stuff around, but I don't have to
Mm,
deal with like neighbors, cool. Was definitely a lot cheaper in the South.
fair.
Um, all right. As much I would just keep having a conversation with you
Oh
guys.
yeah,
It's just
2 hours.
yeah, it's been like 2 hours, and I could talk for longer, but I feel like it's getting late for you guys.
Yeah,
Um,
I need
so
some food.
hey, speaking of, what is your favorite place to get food?
Ooh, okay, okay. Um, I'm not gonna say the most fancy. I'm not gonna say like but it's gonna be between a Five Guys, which I think you guys have.
Yes.
Obviously, you guys have, yeah, Five Guys. But also we have Wagamama here. So Wagamama is like it's like Japanese, maybe like I don't know what the influence is. Like maybe Japanese, like and then kind of like Vietnamese or whatever, kind of East Asian food. But it's what I call high dopamine food, right? Because you get like sides, maybe you get like some gyoza and some like bao buns and maybe some edamame, and then you get your main, and then there's all like cool drinks and stuff. So yeah, between depending on the mood, it's either actually I'm gonna throw in one more. Sorry, I'm hogging it.
Okay.
Okay, so you got your Five Guys if you want a burger. You got your Wagamama if you want some noodles or some rice or whatever. And then the third one is a place that's really local to me, and I'm putting them on the map right now. It's a place called Kurdish Grill. So it's like a shish kebab or like a shawarma or like and it's like fresh, like they grill the bread, or sorry, they bake the bread and then they kind of like fry it on the grill. Um, they have like the meat and it's all there and they cook it right in front of you and it's cheap. It's very cheap. You can get like a wrap for like £3.50 or something.
Oh my
What,
God, that's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah. So what's that like $4.50, $5?
Something
Like
like
less
that.
than, yeah, less
Dude,
than $5. And it's cheap, but it's good. It's good. In fact, I
if
might have to go after we finish talking.
dude, if I told you how much a shawarma wrap or whatever it is here, you would lose your mind.
Yeah, is it bad?
I'm gonna look it up here, Jay. If you want to say where yours is while I'm looking it up, and you're gonna be like, "There's no fucking way." But Jay, what's your favorite place to get food?
Um, I'm much more basic than Khalil. We were speaking the other day about how fast food, like McDonald's, like it's you know what you're getting with it. So it's
Please don't say McDonald's. Please don't say
no.
McDonald's.
Like if it has to be somewhere, then that's the place. But I'm a big Nando's fan. Um,
Okay.
we recently as well had Glasgow's best kebab, which was very
Yeah.
nice.
Glasgow's best kebab was actually great. No, it was Scotland's best kebab. It's like the whole. It was in Glasgow. It was like the best kebab in Scotland.
Yeah, yeah, for like 4 years running
Yeah,
Oh wow.
that was shawarma as well, which is also cheap. Do
to rub it in.
you have
Dude.
Nando's in the US?
Yes, but it's only in select places. It's one in Chicago and one in DC,
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
believe. I still need to go to the one in Chicago. I don't know where it is. The next time I do go to Chicago, I'm going to go check it out.
There's
Um,
that sorry, there's that song by the ASAP crew called Nando's, right? And I was wondering if like you guys have it there or if it's just it's so exotic that they can rap about
yeah,
it.
yeah, like they legitimately put it in two places because I know
Okay, okay.
Wale, uh, a rapper out of DC, he actually has like a Nando's card where he gets it for free.
Nice.
Yeah, that is nice. But I need to check it out. I've known about Nando's for like years, but I didn't know like what it was. Like
Mm.
I knew it was a UK thing, because and because I kept hearing like cheeky Nando's. Like, what the fuck is
Cheeky Nando. That's that. Thankfully, that meme is dead, and hopefully, no one will ever say it ever again because it was it was
what did it
annoying.
mean?
It's just like it's kind of hard to describe.
Is this like the UK version of like 6 7 where like it doesn't have a meaning?
No, no, it has a meaning. It's like if like it's a bit naughty. It's like you probably should eat in like you should probably cook, but we're just gonna go for like a cheeky Nando's. I'm just gonna squeeze it
Oh,
in, that kind of thing. That's why it's cheeky. And Nando's
okay.
is obviously the restaurant, yeah.
Oh, so it's
Naughty.
like you like you should be responsible and like just
Exactly, yeah.
something, but I'm just gonna go over here and get okay. That
Yeah. Cheeky Nando's.
that's a wrestling move.
Okay.
Like so it's literally like somebody has you in the corner, you
Mm,
slip out, but you put their head. So like, do you remember like they would do like the top rope slams and stuff?
yeah.
So basically, they would be like on the top rope. You would slide under, take their head and put it on the turnbuckle, and then just like sweet chin music or like super kick. It was called
Okay.
Cheeky Nando's. It's like it was a Will Ospreay thing.
Right. Okay.
Who's from? Yeah, he's from the UK. I can't remember where. They're not from Wales. That's Pack. I can't remember where he's from. Uh, Going back to shawarma thing.
Yeah.
I I'm on a I'm on Google here for a place called Shawarma Joint.
Mm.
A shawarma meal is 17.99.
Damn. What do you get?
D- d-
It's just like chips, like fries and a
yeah.
drink.
Uh, our own style wrapped chicken comes with pickles and garlic sauce. Okay, it's just telling, giving you the option. Uh, Comes with a side of veggies, coleslaw, and sauce topped with fries.
Mm.
So like, not even that much stuff.
Is this authentic? Are these actual like people from like Turkey or from I don't know, Kurdistan or
Yeah,
wherever? Are these just
probably. I feel like it's probably not.
okay?
Um, I know I know it's supposed to be like I know there's like one place called like Jerusalem joint or something where it's supposed to be like shawarma and stuff. I honestly don't think it is because I've seen like multiple of these places, so I don't think it
Mm.
is. It like it's supposed to be like a Mediterranean place, but I think it's like a actual fast food chain.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. What a sad note to end it on. I'm
It
sorry for everybody that wants trauma in Chicago.
oh no. Like in Chicago, there are probably like better places. Like I said, this is a college town.
Yeah.
I'm where I'm at, like it's supposed to be more like diverse. Like it's supposed to be like a little bit of everybody here. There probably is somewhere better than that place, but I know it's still going to be expensive. Like f food here is stupid expensive. Like Mexican
Mhm.
food, Chinese food, whatever, it's all expensive. And
Okay.
I think it's literally because of like the college kids, because it's a lot of money.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay,
Like
makes sense.
yeah, like the college here, like you spend some money like each semester, and there's like legacies and stuff that come here.
Okay, okay, fair enough.
Uh,
Makes sense. Makes sense.
yeah. But so you said Kurdish grill, if I'm
Kurdish
saying that,
grill. Yeah, yeah.
Wagamama, which I feel like I've heard that before.
Probably, yeah, yeah. I don't
And
think it's not just a UK thing.
no, because that sounds very familiar. It's like like it's not a fusion place.
Yeah, yeah. It's not just like one country. It's like East Asian fusion of different like foods.
And then what was the first one? Oh, Five Guys.
Five Guys. Five Guys. That's your staple. That's your hungry. You just want a burger.
Okay, how much is Five Guys there?
Five Guys is pretty expensive, so maybe it'll be like
Okay.
um probably about 13, 14 pounds. Okay, no, no. Actually, I had it the other day. So it was 16 pounds for the burger. It's like a double bacon cheeseburger. And then
Mhm.
it was like about £5 for the fries and then maybe like £4 for the drink. So it was like £25 for
Okay, so that's the one thing they stay consistent with is that because
yeah, yeah.
that should be a cheeky Five Guys or a cheeky Nando's.
No, it is good, but yeah, it's I don't know. It's
I've had
pushing the limit because then when you start to pay that, you could actually go to a restaurant and like
mm,
eat a proper meal.
man, for that much money, you could buy a decent amount of groceries probably.
Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah. You could eat for like a couple of days.
Do you have Taco Bell out there, right?
There's a few dotted around like cities and on the motorway, on the like the service stations. There's a few. It's okay. It's mid. It's kind of mid. I'm not gonna we have it
I mean,
sometimes.
honestly, yeah, yeah. It, yeah, that is literally just Mexican American food. It's I eat it here and there. Like I used to eat it a lot more when I was younger. I have it here and there because it's like a late night spot.
Yeah.
Um, you guys love KFC out there.
Ah man. I love a good KFC. The gravy and the
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. We have like KFC's good. KFC's good.
yeah.
If you go to a good KFC, it's good. If you go to a shit KFC, then it's just really disappointing.
Same here, dude.
All McDonald's are the same. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. All McDonald's are the same. It is the
Yeah.
same consistent bullshit.
But you know what you're getting.
hmm Is okay because I had this conversation too. I'm gonna guess like everything is just getting more expensive. But how expensive is like a McDonald's there?
Yeah, it's getting there. Like I think for like the and a big tasty or like a Big Mac meal is probably about £10. Like a medium is maybe like nine, and a large is like yeah 10, something like that.
Yeah, it's about the same here because they started doing that extra value meal crap to where it's like, oh, get a Big Mac meal for like $8, but then if you get a large, yeah, it's like closer to 10, 11.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly.
Problem with contactless is now is I don't pay attention. I just tap away. I don't know how much it was.
No, dude, I'm hitting drive-throughs and I'm just like, all right, do I want to spend this much money right now or do I get some? Like I started going for like I wish they kind of missed when they actually had like buy one get one free. But now it's like buy one get one for $1. And I like their double cheeseburgers, so they have those on like the buy one get one for $1, and I'll get that. And unfortunately, I'm that guy. I have the McDonald's app, and I use their like rewards and stuff.
Yeah.
And whenever they have like whatever coupons or deals, like free fries or something like that, I'll use that so that way to try to keep costs down. Um,
Yeah,
cause like it's way too much for like fries. Like it's like $4 for a large fry.
that's crazy. That's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane, man.
See, I know I'm getting old because I just reminisce about when I was just growing up. Because I still remember when like you can go to McDonald's and get two Big Macs for like $3.
That's mental to me.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Like I still remember that. Like I was
Oh,
like 9, 10 years
you
old.
lost internet?
Hmm.
Oh, you're back. You're
That's,
back. You're back.
Uh,
that's fair.
but
Just
yeah, I
froze.
lost like I remember like when I was like 9, 10 years old going to a McDonald's and stuff and seeing like Big Macs 2 for $3 or stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it was, or like the actual dollar menu.
No, can't relate.
You guys didn't have that?
We have like no, we have like the cheap stuff, like a McChicken. Maybe you can get for like 129 or something. But like, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
those used to be $1 here.
yeah, okay. Not anymore. Not anymore, bro.
We got to be around the same age. Like I'm 31. Have
Yeah, yeah. So we're both 30.
oh, so y'all guys you guys didn't have that like growing up? Like it wasn't they didn't have like the dollar menus and stuff like that?
I mean, they probably did. They probably had like, yeah, you used to be able to get there was adverts actually. I just got like a McChicken sandwich for £1 or whatever. That was a thing, right, Jay?
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Because like even up to like when I went to college, they still had the dollar menu where it was like, because I still remember like me and friends, we would go up there and it was two McDoubles, two McChickens, small fry, and a drink, and it'd be like 6, 7 bucks.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah. I think even like Big Mac meal used to be like £5
Hmm.
for like a medium meal or something or a large meal.
We
Those
we
were
judge everything now by the price of a Freddo. That is what sets.
Do you
what's
know?
Just a
that?
chocolate bar that used to be
So
very
Fredo.
cheap.
It's like that big. It's like the size of a frog. It's like a like 2-inch chocolate bar, like it's like the shape of a frog, and it was
Oh
like what, like
wow.
10p or something.
Yeah, I think it was
Yeah.
five at one point, but
So it
Gee.
started off, yeah, five pence, and now it's like 40, 50 pence or something.
yeah.
Jesus. Um, do you guys have that? So I know like the start of like last year, they were doing that Dubai chocolate. Do they have that there?
I don't know. Don't know if I can say. Don't know if I say I've heard of it. To be honest.
Yeah, it was like it's a chocolate that has like I think it's like pistachio and like something inside of it. And it's supposed to be like really, really good. I haven't tried it because the price is fucking insane. It's like
Okay.
$20 for one of these bars or something.
No, I'll pass on that one. I'll pass on
Dang.
that, bro.
But like pe people have been buying them, and I've been like, it was only in like certain places you could buy them. Now, like I went to the gas station a couple weeks ago, and they were selling them. I'm just like, and they were like, yeah, like 25 dollars for just like a regular like size bar.
Wow. Damn.
Uh, People will just eat anything if it's so-called fancy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, do you guys have anything kind of kind of in that same vein that is like just has all this hype around it, but it's not really worth it?
Um, I was tempted to say the bad actors. Nah.
You guys are
uh,
amazing. You guys are literally amazing.
nah, I'm joking. I'm joking. Thank you. There's that whole like Labubu craze thing, but I think you have that over there too.
Yeah, we had that.
Oh yeah, it's probably came from America actually, but
I don't know.
did not. Well, no, actually, no, no, yeah, it's true. It probably came from like uh the Far East somewhere, but I don't know. Yeah. Mm, can't think of anything to the top of my head. I mean, there's definitely stuff. There's the whole like okay, we had do you know KSI?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So KSI and Logan Paul, they do the Prime energy drink. That was
Mhm.
I remember my little brother like, just get me some Prime. And there was a whole thing where it was like sold out. There was one specific convenience store that's not too far away from where we live, and they like bought like loads of it, and then they would sell it for like £10, even though it's probably like 120 a bottle or something, but now they're selling it for like 10 times that. Now it's calmed down and it's like regular price again, and people don't care so much. But yeah,
Yeah, I think he's getting sued for it.
is he?
Yeah, because it was something I can't remember what it is on top of my head, but he was supposed to be getting sued for it. Those and then those lunch leaves that he was making.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They claim to be amazing, like healthy lunch snacks, and then they're actually
Yeah.
just not so good.
Well, it wasn't even that. It was the fact that like it was mold on it on like certain like I guess it was the way because the way it was like packaged or something like and like none of that stuff can be that good. Like it was supposed to be like a better version of like a Lunchable, and I was
Yeah.
like even Lunchables weren't that good when they like it was just something to have.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it was something with Prime to where he was getting sued for it because I think it was just like way too much sugar or something that was in it, or like
Okay.
it was something crazy because I've never had it. I'm not a like energy drink person. I know a lot of people who because we have so many different energy drinks like it's insane. But I know people who have had it. They was like it's just like really really thick, and I think that's supposed to be like
Mm.
all that like sugar and stuff. And I'm just like,
Yeah, yeah. Fair.
uh.
I might have to run off in a second, man. So yeah.
All right. Well, that's all the questions I had. I think we were just
Okay.
shooting the shit at that point.
We were no, it was good to
Um,
chat. I didn't expect to talk about McDonald's and Prime Energy
I don't
drink,
know.
chocolate.
I said at the start, hey, it all depends on how much we vibe and conversate.
Yeah, I know it was good, man. I enjoyed it.
But yeah, I definitely enjoyed this. Could definitely talk more, but we got I actually need to go in a bit too. Let people know where they can find you, email your socials and all that stuff.
Yeah, here it comes a shameless plug. We are the bad actors. We are the men in orange suits. You can search at the bad actors on all the social media. Search for the guys in orange suits. You're gonna know it's us. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever you use. Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, Tidal, all those kind of ones. And yeah, we got a new song coming out probably March now. So yeah, stay tuned and I hope you enjoy what we do. And send us a message as well. We'll happily have a chat with you in the comments or whatever.
Well, yeah. You can always find me on Instagram at d djackson.tmd djaxxyn.tmd, short for the Midnight Drive. Hey, catch me every Thursday night / Friday morning on the Midnight Drive on WEFT 90.1. Fellas, it was amazing talking to you.
Yes, absolutely, man. It was great.
Thank you for having us.
All
Yeah.
right. And with that, we're out.
Cheers.